Welcome to the darkness, my friend. Your eyes will adjust in time.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to Tablestory's Nocturne. Welcome to the darkness. How is everybody? Good? Hello.
Fantastic.
I want to ask, I know I already asked while we were not live, but I want to ask again while we're live. Zeke, how was your trip? We missed you.
Oh man, I missed you guys too.
Up.
Honestly, like if there was any way that I could have chimed in or piped in from any hotel or airport or whatever, I would have done it. But it was awesome. It was really, really cool. The event ran like super smoothly. Like I said, I don't know if I said it here, but I've said it on a couple of different like broadcasts or whatever. Like there was a little part of me that was hoping like maybe it's gonna be like a trash fire, maybe it's gonna be a shit show. But nope, German efficiency wins out, man. And it was just like doors open, everybody's in. Like I talked to people, they're like, any lines or anything? Like no. Like it took 20 minutes tops for everybody to get their badges to get in the event. They cut it off at 9,000 people, so they knew exactly how many people were going to be there. They didn't sell any more tickets, so everything accommodated exactly what it was supposed to. It was great. The only one gripe that I had, and it's a very minor one, but I also understand why they didn't do it, was a Twitch party, like where everyone could go.
Yeah.
Kind of a thing. I understand why they didn't do it, because they wanted it, make sure everything runs smoothly, and that's where it kind of falls apart at the party level, because if everybody goes, it's like they have to judge like, okay, is 50% or 90% of the people going to go? So we don't know, like, we got to gamble on how much food, how much liquor, how much blah, blah, blah to bring. I understand also the spacing of it and that kind of thing. However, brought up on Drop Frames about like maybe sell a cheap ticket, and there are only so many tickets that are available, still like 5,000 tickets, and that's it. So if you buy your ticket and you get like, make it like a $2 ticket or something like that, just for like, so people, like, there's a limited amount. If you don't have a ticket, you can't get in, kind of a thing.
Yeah.
But other than that, everything was so smooth. You could walk around without much trouble. No clogged lanes. It wasn't like asses and elbows. It wasn't like a sweaty mess like Gamescom or like a Comic-Con has been in the past. And you could get anywhere you wanted to in a decent amount of time. And if you were there early enough, you could get a seat in the big events, like if you wanted to see the Hoff speak or whatever. And that was funny. That dude's out of his tree, man. He's a crazy. If he wasn't on drugs, he's just a crazy old man. Because it felt like he was on drugs. Anyway, yeah, it was just a lot of fun, and also it was such a good reminder of how many fans all of us have all over the world. And you forget that, because if you look at your metrics, or if I look at mine, 60% US and Canada, like people watching from there. And the other 40% are from everywhere else. And the lion's share of that is Europe. And so there were so many people that couldn't afford to come out to TwitchCon, any of the TwitchCons NA, saw them watching sub 5 years more, seeing their faces and putting a face to the name and just hugging them. Those people was just fucking fantastic.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah. And now that it went smoothly, I'm seeing at least double the numbers, if depending on how many tickets they sell.
Yeah.
But it went so well that I can't, like, it's definitely going to be a way more attended event.
I wanted to go this year, but passport things, like arriving in time, bummer.
Oh, sure. Yeah. No, I totally understand. And even though I kind of railed on Twitter about like, if you're not here, fuck you, kind of a shit.
Oh, yeah. But you clarified. You were like, if you could have, and you thought you were too good to not, then. Yeah.
Basically. And it's also because I was having such a good time that I was like, I want to share it with as many people as possible.
Yeah. Dan, how was your week?
It was great. It was. I did a lot of gardening this weekend. I have 20 separate potato plants now.
What?
I have so many potatoes. I'm going to have like 20 to 30 pounds of potatoes.
I do love potatoes.
You should start giving out potatoes at cons instead of cookies. Here, have this.
I would take a potato. I would take a damn
give them
potato.
out to my neighbors. And
That's
Avery has
close.
taken pounds of my potatoes because she's my
Oh.
neighbor. I'm just like, take potatoes, oh God, please. But yeah, I'm domestic man. I cook, I do other things. I garden on stream because I love gardening, and it's now the weather for it again. So I have some projects I want to do this summer that I'm really excited about. I want to build one of those giant, there's a name for it, I don't remember what it is, one of those giant like archways, but I've got grapes and I'm starting to train them now. So I want to train them over like a giant archway as an entrance. So that's a project that I'm dreaming about that I'll probably do this summer.
It's better than dreaming about what Theo's dreaming about.
Yeah. So it's been a good week.
Katie Peters, how are you? How was your week?
It's been good. We finished Sector 49 this week, which was the other tabletop show I was on. So that was kind of like bittersweet. But it was, I don't know, it's been a good week so far. I can't believe it's Wednesday already.
Yeah.
But I'm really excited because it's Nocturne Day. So, yeah.
I'm so excited.
I haven't done anything super exciting besides, shoot at Judge Dredd. But yeah, that's about it. So.
CK, how was your week?
It was fun. I also did a ton of gardening. We went to the garden store and just did a shit ton of overhaul, like built a bunch of garden boxes and spent the day outside. But all the crazy neighbor children were out that like parents don't care what they do, and they were in my yard. It was horrible.
Oh, did you shout at them for being in your yard?
No, it was hilarious.
Get the fuck off my lawn!
No, it was fantastic. It was even better because they kept telling me that they later had to go to their mother's flute concert.
Oh.
And so I had all this new like manure dirt, like straight black, like poop dirt. And they were like, maybe if we cover ourselves in it, we won't have to go. I'm like, oh, you're totally right. And they just like, covered head to toe. And now they're all covered in weird dots and like bites. But like, I ain't your fucking babysitter, bitch. Your kids are in my yard. Have at, children. Enjoy. It was amazing.
Oh my God.
That's been my week. I'm aiming to be the evil witch neighbor. It'll happen. It'll happen someday.
The lady witch. Oh God, that's amazing.
Just tell the kids you put a hex on them for getting in the yard.
I know.
Like,
That's what you get for getting in my dirt.
Well, no, they're kind of dumb, so I can still trick them into cleaning. Like I gave them a shovel and I taught them how to like stab things in the heart, but really it was opening all my soil bags to pour them in the garden. But I was like, you ever stab a man in the heart? And they were like, no. And they're like 6 and 8. And I was like, here's how you do it. And I gave them little shovels, like trowels, and they were like going to town. It was dope. And I tricked one of them into cleaning all the leaves out of my yard. I have a magnolia.
And that, everyone, is why CK is on this show. She was born to be on this show.
I'm tricking kids to stab people in the heart.
And we do have Classy Packs out again this week, guys. He's not feeling so well. So send him some love on Twitter, please. And as usual, we have a recap for this week's episode before we dive in. However, we also have something really amazing. Nocturnal Super Mega Punch created a fan-made trailer that we are going to play right now. And it's so good. It's so good.
This trailer is so fucking good.
second.
Oh,
Holy
So
muffin!
good! So good! Oh. Okay. So now we will dive in with our recap. That was Super Mega Punch. Can we get a link to Super Mega's Twitter, art Twitter, please? Everybody go follow Super Mega Punch. Holy fucking ballsack. It's great. Go.
Absolutely.
Okay. Whew. And now for our recap.
What you are about to see may contain violence, disturbing imagery, adult themes, and may leave you doubting who you really are. Proceed at your own risk. Previously on Nocturne.
Theo, you wake up. You realize you remember everything. And as you sit up, you see dead bodies around you. Brian, Trick, Briar, and Emma. It's not just anyone's blood that will reset this for you. It's gotta be Adisa's blood.
I go to the trunk where she should be. We'll bring you back.
Theo.
First thing Theo does when he resets is he plays the voicemail.
So you listen to your voicemail and it says, "Hey, my wild man, you're never going to believe what I found. I think I figured it out, so I'm going to try it. I'm going to try it tomorrow, and I would love it if you could come a little bit before my lecture, and I'll show you. Okay, I love you. Bye." You've
This doesn't
gotten
matter.
2 text messages. This time, make it count. You need Brian, and he might need to go to the Lucky Rabbit. Tell them the truth. It won't work any other way. To Emma and Briar. You two are alone in darkness.
I mean, you said you got out. How did you get out?
Nothing makes
Excuse
sense.
me, you decided to take a sidetrack to become a monster.
Do it again.
At first, it feels like I'm in control and I have something powerful within me. Yeah, this is all Briar's ever wanted. She just wants to feel in control.
As you change into this monster, you can choose its form.
Anything?
You can be in the form of anything you want.
A door.
Does it open?
It opens. As you go charging through this door, you wake up in your bed. You've received a text message. You gotta get Brian. He's at cemetery. Bring the gang.
You mean Brian from the hospital? Let me go through and read it again. Bring Brian's phone. Oh my god, maybe he left it at the hospital.
I'm gonna call the hospital. Call the ED.
Mr. Miller? Mm-hmm.
She sounds really confused for a second. Emma, he died 3 weeks ago?
It's fine. We'll go to the professor's house and everything will be okay and we'll wake up and it's like none of it ever happened.
As you're driving to the professor's house, something is in the road. It's this tall, lanky figure, no clothes on, flesh-colored skin, and it has antlers.
Do we have to worry about it? Can we move on from...
It never leaves.
Can we call him Jim?
There is so much power in a name, and Emma just gave it a name.
You shouldn't
Step around the seat,
acknowledge
touching her
things
face
like it.
and patting her,
You
okay?
give it power.
Briar, something weird happens, and your phone opens up Google Maps, and an address is on it already. It's way up north a bit. Cabin country.
We need everyone first. We will go there. This is number 733.
What is it for? Do I know about Adisa Bello?
Nope.
Lucky Rabbit, ring any bells to you?
Professor, I might know something about the Lucky Rabbit.
Good.
Unfortunately.
Because we need to go there.
We're going to begin today's episode with a roll from Trick.
Welcome back.
What the fuck is going on? 700 and what?
733.
It's fine.
It's 4 to
This
8
is
years
fine.
due to the math. It's fine.
It's fine.
Fucking. Okay.
It's fine.
All right.
How
So
was
okay,
Europe?
let me just
Yeah.
in my head,
Yes.
the last thing I remember is talking to Brian through the veil,
Yep.
trying to get him to put the gun down. I tried to use whatever weird magical thing that has been affecting me. It didn't work. And I heard a gunshot blast. And well, he said, "Welcome to the darkness," right? And then shot himself. And that's the last thing I remember.
Yes.
Okay. So I'm going to roll right now.
Yep.
And it's going to be an awesome roll. It's going to be like a 1 or something, I
Yeah.
bet.
That would be great.
God.
Okay, here we go.
It's against your body stat.
Oh, not good. Okay. 30. My body is 40.
Okay. Trick, you wake up in darkness. You're sweating. As your eyes adjust for a second, you realize you're in your bedroom. You're in your bed. Your
Do I have my
nose is
clothes on?
bleeding. Do you normally sleep naked?
Like
when you go to bed?
or like shorts or something.
Okay, then yeah, you're in your shorts or you're naked, whatever you would
Okay.
normally sleep in.
The reason I ask is, did I prepare for bed, or did I pass out there? Someone lay me there, something like
It's
that.
like you prepared for bed. Yes,
Okay.
I figured that's why you were asking.
Okay. So I wake up in whatever I used to go to bed, and I don't remember how I got there.
No, not right now.
Okay. So the last thing I remember is what I just said, right?
You actually don't remember that right now.
Okay. What's the last thing I remember?
February 12th. Whatever you did the night before you were going to February 13th was the day. It was a Wednesday and you were going on the trip. So
The day
it was that
before the
night.
lecture.
Yep, day before the lecture.
Sure. Okay. Well, I mean, if it was a regular night,
Yeah.
I would have. I'm not sure. Did we have class the day before?
Yes, you did.
Okay. I would have went to class, got done with class, went and probably went home, made myself whatever food I could have had, checked my emails, business, check out my business, see what's going on, any emergencies or any fires I had to put out. Then I watched whatever news program, local news, whatever they have. And probably read a little bit of whatever book I'm in the middle of reading. Probably something to do with the occult or something like that.
Yeah.
And then
Is it a fictional book about the occult?
no, it's more of a historical, it's not a book about someone experiencing the supernatural. It's a nonfiction book about facts about occult dealings and things that people can actually see and prove and that kind of thing.
Can you roll a d20 for me?
I certainly can. / 13.
Okay. I'm going to narrow this down for you.
Okay.
You're reading an occult book, but it's actually talking about let me roll. Oh. You're reading a book about mythological creatures in Scandinavian countries.
Okay, sounds good.
Okay.
So I'm reading this book about the Herndy Beast and that kind of stuff. Sorry, I had to. I stayed with people from Scandinavia and Germany, so they'd laugh. And then I probably would have just fallen asleep right there. Probably put the book down and then just laid my head down and went to sleep.
What did he dream about?
Set my alarm, of course. What did he dream about?
Yeah.
He dreamed that he was driving a car.
Okay.
But it wasn't his car. It was his dad's old car. And it wasn't a car, it was a pickup truck. The beat up old pickup truck from like a Chevy from like this late 70s, rusted out rims and stuff like that. But it had his stereo, like from his Escalade.
Okay, so one of
Which
those
was very
weird,
weird.
surreal, yeah.
Yeah, so he was poking the buttons, trying to get the stereo to play. It wouldn't play. And he looked over. Someone should have been in the passenger seat, but no one was there. He kept looking and waiting. And then he started a conversation with someone in the passenger seat. And then he looked ahead and suddenly he was having the conversation in a diner from his hometown, like from the town that he lived in, having a conversation with one of his teachers from like elementary school.
Okay.
Don't remember what the conversation was about, but then he woke up.
Okay. All right, so you have woken up. You're in a sweat. You're in your room. What do you do?
I immediately grab my phone, which is on the nightstand. That's where I charge it.
Okay.
And look at it and see what time it is.
It's about 3:45 in the morning.
All right. I get up, go to the bathroom, lift the toilet seat, take a pee.
Okay.
And then I see how tired I am. Do I feel like I could go back to sleep?
Yeah,
Okay,
you're pretty tired.
cool. I sit on the bed for a second and try to remember the conversation that I had and why I was so sweaty when I woke up.
Please roll.
And I
for me.
realized,
Oh,
sorry.
yeah, go ahead. If you're going to
Okay,
realize
and I-
something about the dream first, let's do that.
I realized it was the teacher that I had I can't remember if it was 3rd or 4th grade, but it was the first time I remember being attracted to a female.
Okay.
And it was because I didn't know what was happening and I didn't know like what that meant. But I remember like I wanted to buy her presents and have her hug me and stuff, as a 3rd grader would.
Okay.
Yeah.
What was
And
this
now you want me
teacher's
to roll?
name? Yeah.
What's that?
What was this teacher's name?
Mrs. Evans.
Okay. Thank you.
Oh, no,
Yeah.
hold on. I'm sorry. Ms. Evans.
Ms. Evans.
Ms. Evans.
Ms. Evans.
Yes.
Okay. Go ahead and roll.
Okay.
This is against your mind stat.
Sounds good. Ooh, 91.
Okay, so
No
as
good.
you're
Mine is
sitting-
70.
As you're sitting there on the bed and you're thinking about Miss Evans and the way she smelled and her hair, and all of a sudden your nose starts bleeding, your head, excruciating pain rocks your body, and now you remember everything. You remember Brian trying to reach out to him and stop him from pulling the trigger from across the veil. And tragically, you remember Briar leaving the veil to try to stop Brian, and you remember her upset, and you remember not being able to reach out to her, and you remember her calling out to you as she bled out in the woods and died.
And I was still there with
You were still there with Emma in the veil.
Emma. Yeah.
hmm
Okay. And I remember the gunshot.
hmm
Is there anything after that?
After that, you just listened to Briar bleed out alone in the woods because no one was there to help her.
Okay.
And then you woke up.
And that's it. I woke up.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'm going to grab my phone.
Okay.
Do I have any messages or emails or anything?
You have one message, one voicemail.
Play it.
this is Trick. If you're getting this, I hope it's tomorrow. If it's not tomorrow,
I'm not hearing
and it's
anything.
today,
Oh,
you're still fucked.
hold on.
But if you do get this,
Should I turn on the
why don't you
stream?
give me a call back? All right.
Yes. Sorry, it was playing in Roll20. Maybe refresh your.
Oh, I turned down roll 20 to
Oh
listen to.
yeah. Okay.
Okay, let me do that. I'm so sorry. Let me
That's
do that
okay.
one more
I
time.
can play it
I'll
again.
turn
It's
roll
not a
20
problem.
back up. Okay, roll 20 is now at max again. Okay,
Okay.
go ahead.
Trick, this is Trick.
Motherfuck, I knew it.
If you're getting this, I hope it's tomorrow. If it's not tomorrow, and it's today, you're still fucked. But if you do get this, why don't you give me a call back? All right. Love you. Bye.
God damn it. Check the timestamp on the call. If it has one.
It does. I believe it was like 7 when you sent that text the first time. Nocturnals, correct me if I'm wrong.
Okay.
I think it was 7, so we're gonna go with 7 p.m.
But the date is it dated tomorrow?
Yeah. It's technically dated. It's technically dated today,
Oh, because it's
but
after,
later
yeah,
in the
it's after
day.
midnight.
Yeah, because it's after
Right.
midnight. Yep, the 13th.
Okay. Okay.
Oh, it was
So you
during
see-
4:30.
listen
It
to
was
that.
during 4:30. So it shows 4:30.
Yep. And he does exactly what I did. Like he listens to the first 4 words of it and fucking he doesn't chuck it hard, but he throws it annoyedly on his pillow. Just like fuck. And you see him go rub his eyes. Yeah, I know. We were hoping it was a dream. Not a dream, all right. What do we do now, Trick?
You can taste the blood on your lip from your nose.
Did we just travel through time or something? I get up, go to the bathroom, grab tissue, wipe my hand off and wipe my nose or keep it on my nose. Look in the mirror.
Roll, please.
Mm-hmm.
I think you knew that was coming.
Mm-hmm. 82.
Okay. Man. You see the strangest thing. When you look in the mirror, you see you, but you're not reflecting you standing there presently. It's like you're watching for a second. You watch yourself go by in the background and you see what happened a couple minutes ago when you first got up. And then you come back and you wash your hands and then you leave. And then you come back again. And it looks like you're waking up, getting ready to start your day today. But you, Trick, presently are not reflected in the mirror.
I'm going to focus on the mirror. Hey.
Do you say hey when you tap it?
I do,
You're
yeah.
just tapping? Okay.
Yep.
Nothing happens.
Man. Maybe I shouldn't have taken that class. All right. All right. Okay. And then after I say okay to myself, I take off my shorts, my sleeping shorts, jump into the shower.
Okay.
Take a shower, get ready for the day. And then okay, hold on. do I know that it's because you said the last thing I remember was the day before the trip. Do I know it's the day before the trip? And if I don't, I will look at the date.
Yeah. Well, when you pulled out your phone, I'm sure when you looked for the time, you saw February 13th. So you've gone back in time, sort of. I'm using air quotes for MP3 listeners.
Okay. I look in my closet after I get out of the shower.
Mm-hmm.
Is that same outfit there that I wore that day?
Yep.
I want to put on the same outfit.
Okay. Is your plan to meet everybody like you did on that day?
Yeah.
Okay.
But I'm going to need a minute to remember what happened that day and see if there's anything I can do to like prepare myself better. Like get a rope instead of using the professor's like
blanket.
Fucking like jumper cables to get over that thing. Or maybe even, if I can bring a ladder or something.
Yeah. Do you have those things? Because you can absolutely prepare if you'd like.
And suggest that we take my car instead of the professor's car.
Okay.
That kind of shit.
Okay. Amazing.
Okay.
All right. Well, in that case, we're going to switch scenes to in front of the Lucky Rabbit in the car, in Theo's car.
Professor, what do we do?
I'm clutching the book probably tighter than normal. You gave it a name.
I mean, I didn't. Emma did.
It was a joke.
You gave it a name.
I didn't think it was an it.
It was until it had a name.
I mean, you said you saw it at the edge of your woods all the time. I'm pretty sure that means you've been paying it attention for quite some time, Professor.
Point.
There's a difference.
Thank you,
You
Briar.
can know there's a forest by your house. You don't inspect every single tree.
I mean, you don't
can
know
drive
it's showing
by
up
it.
regularly, though. You did mention that.
You know
I
when
think
there's
you
an
know a
oak
lot
on
more than you're letting out, Professor.
Of this, I don't.
Is he gonna hurt us? I mean, it doesn't show like... It doesn't look violent. It just kind of hangs out.
We need to stop talking about it.
So this thing just gets power from like...
Yes.
knowing that it exists?
Yes. I look back at it, and I try to make eye contact.
What the fuck are you doing? Why are you looking at it? You said not to look at
Let's
it.
not pay attention to the deer creature. Intimately looks it in the eyes.
What is it doing?
Why don't you grip your book a little tighter,
Roll,
Professor?
Theo.
32.
You don't see it.
Fuck.
It's no
Right
longer
here.
standing where it was.
I get out of the car.
Okay.
Can
I
I
look
see
around to see if it's anywhere.
Roll for me, Briar. Anybody who's looking.
40.
No, you don't see it either. I mean, how are you looking? Are you looking where Theo's looking, or what are you doing? Are you looking all around?
I'm
I'd
looking
prob-
all around, yeah. But
I would have probably looked where it was and then noticed it wasn't there and then start
Okay.
like scanning the parking lot.
Okay. You don't see it.
I'm gonna get out of the car too.
Okay.
we have to take care of this.
Well, it's gone now. Maybe it went back to its forest home.
Didn't we come to the Bunny Palace or whatever this is for a reason?
We did, and now there's another problem. It's never left before. Ever.
All right. Well, what is it gonna do to us? Is it gonna rip us limb from limb? Is it gonna
You gave
follow
it a
us?
mouth.
I mean, we have mouths. I don't know what that means.
Words of power.
Is it gonna speak at us?
I don't know.
I hope so.
Emma, roll.
Oops. I rolled a 24.
When Emma says, I hope so, what does she actually mean by that? Does she actually want this thing to speak to her?
I think she wants more of the truth because she thinks the doctor's full of bullshit. And she's thinking maybe the deer could be like, actually, the doctor stole my body, and I'm a soul in the woods that's helpless, and that's my book. How dare you?
So
Because the doctor seems sketchy as fuck right now.
right after you say, I hope so, you hear this raspy voice from over your right shoulder, and it says, the doctor seems sketchy as fuck.
Okay, I swing around and look.
I just
really
want
quick.
the truth. Oh, you swing around?
Right after he says, I just want the truth, I swing around.
Yeah, there's nothing there.
Right. What do you have like something in that book?
Maybe. I need to see. We need protection. If it is angry or... Oh, God. So I start flipping through, looking for something warding, because I don't want to take drastic action, but I might have to.
Oh, you know the warding section. Now that you have your memory back, you remember where that is. So
Great. I go right to the warding section.
yeah, you don't have to roll for that.
Perfect.
Because you warded the whole.
Warehouse,
You've done that before, yeah. So yeah, you go to the warding section, and it's got a couple of minor rituals there for you if you'd like to do them. There's information on you need components for the spell, and really you should be in a space if you're going to perform a minor ritual. Otherwise, you need something like an item that you can cast it on and then wear. An artifact.
Or perhaps enchanted chalk that I still have.
Yeah, that too.
Okay.
You do know that the chalk would only be like one part of the spell. Like it could work maybe temporarily if you only used the chalk to write out what you needed to write out. But to have a long-lasting effect, you're going to either need an artifact or you're going to need to be in a space that you can ward. Or a vehicle.
While they're looking in their book and doing that, I'm going to slide out of the car.
Okay.
That creeped me out. But I'm going to go around to the trunk because it came from behind me and I was in the back. So
okay.
That's the trunk. So I'm going to kind of like, while they're not paying attention, I'm going to like slide around to the trunk and just kind of be scoping it out and put my hand on it.
Okay.
I have a question. Do I still have like a migraine and like a painful headache?
Yes. Yep.
Okay.
You're still recovering.
Oh, I have an idea. I start drawing with the chalk on the car, the exterior of the car.
Okay. What are you
So I
drawing?
want to ward this car. So if we're in it, I can at least feel a little safer.
Roll,
Hey,
please. Oh, yes.
Professor?
30.
Theo, what are you thinking when you're warding this car?
I'm warding it so I can talk with it and commune with it.
Just to be clear, the car or Jim?
I'm warding the car so I can speak with Jim from the car.
Okay. Okay.
Because it's gone past the point of no return. We have to deal with it somehow.
Okay.
So you'd see me writing symbols on the
Yeah.
car with chalk that I've pulled out.
Okay, so you're copying from the book. You're going to copy a minor warding spell, which is actually just going to give you safety while you are inside the car.
Correct.
It won't allow you to do any supernatural speaking to the creature if the creature cannot speak.
Correct.
Okay. Okay.
I figure with the mouth, it probably can now.
I'm gonna watch him frantically do this to the car.
Yeah.
Why are you so scared of this thing, Professor? I mean, did it do something? Why, can you just tell me something so that I know why you're so afraid of it?
Excuse me, Briar.
Yeah.
Could you come back here for a minute? I tripped.
Yeah. You tripped?
Help.
Be careful. I'm warding this car so
Briar!
we'll be protected.
Briar.
Okay. I go over to Emma, and I'm gonna crouch down and like help her up. What happened? Are you okay?
Stop it. I'm gonna pull her down to the ground.
What? Ow! God, Jesus.
Briar,
What?
I heard something in the trunk.
I mean, we were all just in there talking. I did.
I heard a fucking person in the trunk.
In the trunk?
It was behind me and there was nothing else behind me except the fucking trunk.
Well, have you checked the trunk?
No, the professor seems very adamant on not letting me look inside.
He won't let you. Why? Why would he?
I asked to put my bag back there and he snapped at me.
Where is the professor right now? Like, what
Probably
side of the
moving
car?
around toward the front
Yeah.
at this point. So I've like started on one side and moving around. So I'm at the front of the car now.
I'll take care of it.
I think he's... Does he seem to be holding back to you?
Yeah, he's not telling us anything.
No, he's being extremely vague, thank you.
Yeah, here. When he gets over here, you distract him. I'll try to pop it.
All right. Oh my god, I forgot you had those skills. You dirty girl.
Can I use my breaking and entering skill?
Yeah.
If I can pop the trunk.
Yep. You're gonna roll against your skill.
Okay. An 83.
My shitty car apparently has a solid lock.
Yeah. I actually had a shift on that roll anyway because it is a shitty old car. And I don't think he locked the trunk. I think he just closed it.
Those old trunks didn't have release handles.
Yeah. So we're actually
It was
gonna
all
say,
manually locked.
yeah,
Maybe she did it but busted it.
yeah. I think you did. I think you pop open the trunk, Briar, but you break it, so now it won't close.
Okay, well, I've never seen a lock so brittle.
Professor, can you come over here for a minute? I'm gonna start just strutting towards him and grab him by the arm. Could you please come?
No,
here for
I
a
have to
second?
finish.
No,
No,
please, just you can bring your album or whatever the fuck that is.
like
Just-
I'm definitely like not
Please.
letting you pull me away. Like
I
this
just
needs
I
to
need
be
to
finished.
tell you about something.
I'm
Great,
throwing the
tell
trunk
me here.
open.
I
Okay.
think Briar might be on drugs.
Great.
Briar,
Like as I'm
uncomfortable.
still
the trunk is
writing.
empty.
Confronting her with it.
Emma, there's nothing in here.
What?
I'm just kidding. Happy April Fools. Your book is lovely. Briar, thank you so much. I have no idea what you're talking about.
Professor, I kind of...
Isn't the weather lovely? Is the weather lovely? What is the weather right now?
It's 4 in the morning, so
Oh, it's dark.
Yeah, it's dark.
When do
foggy,
you think we'll get a
maybe a
sunset?
little cold? It's February.
I mean, rise.
Do you have a bungee cord?
What did you do?
I tripped and hit your lock and it opened the trunk.
Oh, Briar, you silly darling. Are you hurt?
I'm okay. I just punched it a little and then it just kind of broke it and now it's unlocked forever.
You're just so muscular. Have you been in a pool lately? You'd actually sink completely. It's fascinating.
Yeah, I
You're so solid. And I'm just gonna grab her forearms.
I'm still like working on the ward at this point. Like probably twitching a little bit.
Working out's one of the few things I can control in my life, so do a lot of...
There's a bungee cable in the trunk. Seal it.
Do you have 10 abdominals?
Oh no, I'm working on it.
Fascinating.
I'm gonna try using the bungee cord and like jerry rig it to... it's gonna bounce probably when we drive,
Yeah.
but at
Oh,
least
yeah.
it won't fly open.
Yeah. You don't
Do I
need to roll for that.
that?
No,
Okay.
you don't need to roll for that. I think you know how a bungee cord works. I will, however, I believe you have 2 rolls left, correct? For the thing that we talked about? Or is it just one?
I think it was one.
I'm cashing in that roll right now.
You make me roll.
Yep.
Wait, you wanted me to... What do you want me to roll again? Is it D2?
Yes, but you can roll your regular roll first, and then you roll the D2.
59.
Okay.
A 1.
You now have one more roll. You might have to do that one more time. Choose a memory that Briar loses.
Oh God. I want to forget the shadow that attacked me in college. Like that event.
You cannot forget that event.
Damn
That's
it.
That's a
okay.
trigger.
All right. Oh God.
Clever though.
Yeah, very clever.
How about Brian shooting himself?
It's got to be something you don't want to lose.
Oh, that's fair.
Yeah. Okay. Oh my God. I mean, this is very hard for me. How about
That's the point.
I know. Oh Jesus. This. Okay. I'm thinking.
What don't you want to lose? Rattle them off.
All right. Grandfather. Anything. Trick.
Yeah. You're gonna lose a moment with Trick. Pick one.
Oh, Jesus.
I hate you, PB. I hate you so much. I'm calling from beyond the veil to tell you how much I hate you.
How about where he calms me down in front of the
Okay.
shed?
The shed. Okay. All right. It's gone. You don't have that anymore.
I know. Okay. God, this is the worst.
So, Theo, you're still drawing symbols on top of the car, right?
Yep. I'm probably
Okay.
getting to the trunk now after she secures it. And I definitely glare at Briar. Like, I know it was bullshit. You don't fall into a trunk and pop the lock open.
I probably glare back at him. I fixed it.
Uh-huh.
It's good as new.
Yeah.
Do you have any Excedrin? I need more.
I do. Just 1 second. I'm gonna dive in the back seat for my bag and grab it, and it's just a flood of.
Is there anything
Oh,
stronger?
no. I'm sorry. You can't get into the car.
Excuse me, Professor, do you have a key? I can't.
I'll have to let you in.
Thank you.
I walk over before finishing it. So
Okay.
there's a small portion left and open the door for Emma.
Okay.
Get in and stay in. Trust me on this. I'll tell you and explain things.
Can Briar come so I can
Yes,
give her
you can.
Thank you. Here.
All right.
Scoot over there.
Both of you on the right side of the car. And I let you in the front seat, Briar.
Okay.
And once you're in, I shut the door. And for both of you.
I think he's mad.
I'm gonna hand Briar like a bundle of pills. It's like 6 different ones. Just take this.
All of it?
With an unopened bottle of water that mystically came out of my carpet bag. Yes.
Yeah, but I already took some Excedrin. What is all? All right, I'm gonna just take it all.
It's a vitamin and a magnesium and a niacin. And right here, we've got another little Excedrin for your cute little self. And I just go into her hand.
And I
Literally
literally
right as
take
rain.
them.
You take them.
Yeah.
Okay. I need you to roll.
25.
You feel better as soon as you take them, which is weird because usually it takes a bit to kick in. But the moment you take those, you kind of feel a bit stronger, a bit better.
There's like magic pills? Fuck.
I know medicine can seem like magic to those who haven't studied it extensively.
Yeah.
Theo, you're closing the symbol on the top of the car.
Yep.
Are you going to stay outside of the car when you close it, or?
No, I'll close it and then get in. Because I should be able to enter the ward myself since I'm the one who set it. Otherwise, I won't be able. You could never finish a ward.
Well, there's some other things happening with you at the moment, so.
Fair enough. Then I would finish it. Because that's normally
Because
what I
that's
would
what
do.
you think. Okay.
That's what we've done before. You finish a ward and then you get in.
Roll, please.
Mm-hmm.
Have you ever tried to ward a car before, or just?
I probably tried a couple times with
Okay.
the first sightings of him after talking to Lisa.
Okay.
38.
Okay, yeah. You can get into the car.
Okay. So I seal it up. Do I notice anything off though?
What do you mean by off?
Anything wrong with the ward? Because normal, like, I've done it enough with her. Not on the car, mind you.
Yeah.
But enough with her. And there's usually some power emanating.
Do you see it with your aura? Like, does your aura pull up magical things as well?
I think we determined that it's living objects.
Okay.
I think originally we said it was or living creatures or things that have an aura, like the residue. So if it has an aura, then yes.
Then yeah.
Otherwise,
you see one.
no.
Yeah, you see one.
I see one.
It's just kind of like anytime you can see magic, or I mean, I guess you haven't really seen too much of it in person, but anytime there's like a little bit of a residue, and sometimes it's different colors. But this one's kind of like a light, pale blue.
Okay.
And then we're going to switch scenes. Trick. What are you doing? Prepping for your day?
Yep. I got ready. I kind of like looked at the shirt because the other shirt was like foul with sweat, and because it's, you know, it was through a lot. Like there was some blood on it, I think, right?
Mm-hmm.
So kind of look at it and go like, well, love this shirt.
There's none on it now, though.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Just making sure.
Yeah.
I thought I blanked and thought you were making. Yeah. Okay.
Oh no.
Okay.
So I God damn it. Get up. So you said I woke up at like 3:45 or somewhere around there.
Mm-hmm.
So let's just call it like 4:30 right now.
Yep. I see what you did there.
So I head downstairs and I look, first of all, I look for my dogs to see if they come, because they don't bother me when I'm sleeping.
Okay.
But as soon as I come downstairs, they usually come greet me and they want to, you know, get pets, get lovin's and stuff like that. They want to get breakfast.
Yeah,
And
they
I
come
should-
running
a little
up.
early, but
Mhm.
yeah.
They're very excited to see you.
Okay, good. Chat, maybe help me out. Did we ever name because I think I asked Trick
You
to
asked
name the
Treat
dogs,
to name the dogs, but
but I don't know if he did or not. Did we do that?
well, there was nothing on the paper that you know
Okay,
of.
right.
Nothing was left for you to show that the
Right.
dogs had been named. No.
Okay. I look down at them and I'm petting their heads and stuff, and I just say like, "Man, I'm sorry, babies. I hope you don't hold any grudge against me for not ever naming you, but just can't settle on one that really encapsulates you. I could be a real shit. Call you something. Name you some names from the adventure that I may or may not have dreamed. Call one of you Adisa, but I wouldn't do that to you. All right, let's get some breakfast. Go into the kitchen, and I look in the sink, because there might be a knife in there, there might not be.
Nope, no knife.
I would think, okay, good, all right. So I am currently on that day. In fact, that makes me think, like, I look at my arm. Any marks or cuts or anything?
No.
Okay. I get out the gourmet dog food that I have. It's probably like single portions. Like I buy just a whole shitload, but they're all just like that fancy single portion stuff, and I give them each a bowl of it. Make sure their water's full, and then I head over to my computer.
Okay.
And I log in to check check some stuff.
What are you checking?
I'm checking to see, like, first thing I search is the Disabello, not dissertation,
Or her lecture?
lecture. There it is.
Yeah, it comes up. It's today, later today in the afternoon.
Okay. I know I probably know the professor's last name, and would I know his first name? Just from the college website?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's Dr. Theo Ransom.
Right, Theo Ransom. Okay. So I look up, I don't know if Google, if we want to say Google, but whatever. I do a search on Adisabello plus Theo Ransom and see what comes up.
Theo Ransom. Does anything come up? I think so. I think you see an event or two. Social event, something related to the university, and you see pictures of them together, yeah.
Okay. Do I see any like marriage announcement or anything like that?
No, nothing like that.
Okay. So I don't see anything, like any pictures of them that are familiar to me.
No.
Like one I saw in his office the other day.
No, you don't see that one. No.
Okay. All right.
Theo
I look up. You know what? I'm gonna just spend some time. I'm gonna look up Emma, see what I find out about her.
Oh my.
I'm gonna do some Google Foo here and see what I can find out about the people I've been traveling with.
Okay. Yeah. Let's go ahead and roll your Google Foo for me.
Okay. Let's see. What would that be? Analyze or?
Oh, I thought you had Google Foo. That was a different character on another game. Yes.
Oh,
sorry. Analyze will work.
I didn't put the because you said put some stuff that I didn't have a chance to do that.
That's okay. You can do it now. I trust you.
Okay. And there was a minor trigger thing that I had to do that you have to remind me of.
Okay.
Okay. I will do. Would analyze work?
Yeah,
for
we
this?
can use that for this. Yeah.
Okay, cool. So that skill is 25. My mind is 70. I rolled a 60.
Okay. You just find the listing for Emma at the hospital, that she works there.
Okay, no, like arrests, news events, nothing that pops up that would.
No arrests. No news or events. Emma, do you have a Facebook or a book face? Whatever. Am I not allowed to say that?
I probably have a Facebook, but it's probably like super private.
Yeah. So
like
you
could probably find it, and it would probably say my prestigious hospital I worked at or whatever.
Yeah, but it's locked for friends only.
Sure. Would there be any awards that you would have won?
Not necessarily awards, but usually you can Google anybody who has a medical license, and it will come up with every single stage of their education because it all becomes public knowledge.
Okay.
So you could probably find out like where I went to school, how long I went to school, when I graduated. Then you could probably find like my graduating class and get
right.
At that point.
I guess the only question is there anything weird in that progression?
Nope.
Okay. And then do I know Brian's last name?
Yes, you do.
I was gonna say.
You recall Emma saying Mr. Miller at some point.
Right. That's right. Brian Miller. That's right. Okay. I'm going to Google Brian Miller. And I know it's a common name, so I'm going to if I need to narrow it down by this town that we're in or whatever, I'm going to try and look him up and see I'm going to look up Brian Miller wife, Brian Miller kid, like that kind of shit. See if there's any news stories.
Well, yeah, there is an obituary that you find for Brian Miller. It's 3 weeks old.
An obituary for Brian Miller himself.
That's right. It's 3 weeks old. No survivors, no people surviving him. And if you keep digging, you find an obituary for his wife and daughter from a year ago, 2 years ago.
Any police reports? Suspicious death stuff?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
What does it say?
She was murdered.
By Brian?
It does not say.
Okay. Doesn't say suspect then.
No.
Okay.
It's
What about the
typical,
kid?
like, things are being investigated. Child was also murdered.
Okay. Now hold on a minute. Going back to Brian's article, what did it say how he died?
It didn't say how he died, just that he is deceased, when the memorial will be, and the burial. Like, they're not doing a typical funeral. It was just like a visitation, and then they're burying him privately.
It didn't say like anything, like car crash or
No, it
gunshot,
didn't say
nothing?
anything. They don't usually know.
Okay. And the other article with his kids, was it, or his wife, was it just the wife that they said murdered, or was the kid there too at the same time?
What you pull up
Okay.
an obit for the wife and daughter, but it's not going to say that they were murdered. It just says we, mourn the loss of these two people and survived by Brian Miller. That's how you pull that up.
Okay,
When
but
you
they
look
died
up
at the same time.
yeah, when you look up the local news, you do find a local newspaper that reports on the murder of a mother and daughter. Yeah.
Okay.
The article states something like Mr. Miller found them, and that's about it. It doesn't say anything. Investigation pending. This was 2 years ago.
Okay.
And there are no other articles after that.
Yeah, I was gonna say, with a little bit further search, this was never solved or anything.
Not that you can find, no.
Okay. Hmm. So we got mysterious nurse doctor person. We've got Professor and Nadisa, unknown relationship. And we've got a drunk ass ghost. Fuck, I thought LA was weird. All right, one left. I'm gonna look up Briar.
Okay. Nothing comes up for Briar.
Not a damn thing.
Not a damn thing.
Okay. Can I roll to see if there's anything that we shared in conversation that I might be able to like Google search? Because she talked about her grandfather and that kind of stuff. Did she talk about her previous occupations or anything?
Now that you're thinking about it, no. You don't really know too much about her, except that she works at a coffee shop here. She
Yeah.
mentioned a little bit of trouble with the law, maybe, at one point. Maybe.
Yeah.
Not really sure. But in the shed, remember? She kind of hinted that she could handle locks, like the lock on front of your shed. And you remember
Right.
that. Yeah.
Yep. Does
But
that
no,
mean like
she hasn't named any
alias,
names.
witness protection, something like that, running from the law on the lam,
I don't know.
something like that? All right. Okay. What time are we supposed to meet to leave to go on this trip? Because
You leave at 9 a.m.
Okay.
Now, I should clarify, the memories that you have of what happened don't feel like a dream.
Right. Yeah.
Okay.
I get up. I walk to the kitchen. I walk through the kitchen, through the garage. Open the garage door. And I just like kind of slowly, but like expecting anything. Like there could be a fucking alien in there and it wouldn't surprise me. So I'm just like
tearfully opening the garage door.
Yep. Just like waiting for something to be dumb and mysterious.
Yeah, it's your truck.
Okay. So my Escalade's in there and nothing else.
Nothing else. Well, I mean, your normal tools and stuff, but yeah, nothing weird.
Right. Okay. No dent then.
No dent. No.
Yeah, I didn't think so. And I looking down at the dogs, because anytime I open that door, they're wondering if they're gonna go for a ride or anything. So I look down at them. What do you think would happen if I just fucked off for the day? I didn't even go. What if I drove all the way back to LA just cuz? What do you think, babies? Think that'd be a good idea? I don't know any of these people, nothing. Yeah, I know. I like her too. We made a promise. Fuck. I could just forget that. I could just forget that promise, don't you think, babies? Nah, I forgive myself eventually, don't you think? You're right, I wouldn't.
One of your dogs comes up.
What?
One of your dogs comes up, like, as you're talking to them. I mean, you're talking to them, but you're talking to yourself, really. You're talking yourself through this. But one of your dogs is looking at you, and you get this weird feeling that they understand you.
Hey, listen. If you can understand me, I want you to do something for me. Go grab your food bowl.
It immediately leaves to go grab the food bowl.
Okay, I wait. Does one of them bring it back?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. The same dog
bring
that
it back.
leaves to go get it brings it back. Yeah. Fetches. Absolutely.
All right. Now, what I want you to do right now is I point at one of them, I go, I want you to bark 2 times and I want you to bark 3 times.
Which one do you tell to bark 2 times?
The smaller one.
The one that got the food bowl?
Yes.
Then it barks twice.
Okay.
The other one doesn't do anything. Unless they know a bark command, in which case it would bark, but
It's not that, but the bark command would be speak or something like that.
Okay.
Okay. It wouldn't be like a full English sentence, you know?
Yeah.
So wait a minute. The little baby can understand me, but the big baby can't.
It barks.
Okay, we're going to try something. This is going to sound a little weird, all right? But bear with me. 1 bark for yes, 2 barks for no. Should I go on that trip to with the gang today, the professor and his people? Should I go? Yes or no?
It barks twice.
Should I just leave town and forget everything?
It looks confused and whimpers.
Well, not you, of course. I'll bring you guys with me.
It barks once.
You put me in a really hard position. You know that, right?
It kind of makes up, pouting sound and whimpers a little, and then kind of like lays down on the floor with its paws and looks up at you with its big eyes.
What if we just went and grabbed Briar?
It
Just
barks.
left this town and forget forever.
It barks once when you say Briar.
But if this truly is the day I think it is, she ain't gonna know none of this stuff that I remember.
It makes a sad whimpering sound again and lays back down on the floor.
I don't have their number, or do I have their number?
You do. You're all part of a group chat.
Right, that's right.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
You do have her number.
So I'm guessing it's about like 5:30, 6 a.m.
Sure.
It's been a little bit of time on the internet trying to search out shit.
Okay. Yeah.
And we leave at 9 a.m. You said, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So I whip out my phone. I look up Briar's number.
Okay.
And I send her a text, not a group text, but I send her a text.
Okay.
Saying, hey, this is Trick from class. We're going on that field trip to see that lecture today. I have a question. Can you text me when you get this? Thank you. Send.
Okay. Now we're going to switch scenes. Back in the parking lot of the Lucky Rabbit. What are you guys doing?
I've just gotten in the car.
Okay.
Seeing the aura reassures me a little bit, knowing that at least for now, until the chalk gets smudged or something like that, we should be safe. It more than likely can't touch it because that's the whole point. Otherwise, if you're trying to contact a magical being, you put a ward out and it just goes boop. Well, there's no point in a ward. So other than that, we should be safe for now. Driving, chalk tends to disappear when you drive, or wind goes over it. So I sit in and this car should be safe for now. We should be able to even speak about it without any issue.
Not even here. Like, why? I mean, he probably went home to his little wood house.
He
I
didn't
doubt
come
that.
into my car earlier.
He obviously
It's very
understands
uninterested.
boundaries.
You named it Jim, is that right?
Yes, it was very arbitrary. We could probably rename it if you'd wish.
Not anymore. Its name is Jim. It's taken that and held on to it. It's an ancient name.
Are you sure you want to name it Jim?
It's already named Jim. You named it.
But I'm just saying it was completely arbitrary. We don't have to call
No,
it Jim.
words are not arbitrary. You named it.
Would it make a difference if I said that name belonged to someone?
Doesn't matter. Many people are named Jim. This is now named Jim.
What if we took its name away and just say you can't have the name Jim?
You can't revoke that easily.
You should have picked a better name, Emma.
I know.
You should have not picked any name, but it's too late now.
You're a very unhappy man.
When everything goes wrong, I get more unhappy. Apologies.
Have things ever gone right for you?
Not for a long time.
She had some magic pills. I know you have the headaches too. She might.
Do you have a headache?
No.
I'll start rattling around. Are you sure?
Yes.
I have many things.
I believe.
I'm a health
but
professional.
I know. We've used that before. But no, I don't need any pills.
What?
We need to get everyone together. We have to deal with Jim first.
Well, let's just go. I mean,
Once we move, the ward will be broken. I don't
Briar,
think it'll
you get
last.
a text.
I'm gonna just pull my phone out and look at it right away.
Oh, yeah. It's a message from Trick.
Okay.
It says, "Hey, this is Trick from class. We're supposed to go on that field trip today to see the lecture. Can you give me a call when you get this? I have a couple of questions. Thanks.
I mean, I obviously remember.
Oh, yeah.
Trick.
Mm-hmm.
I got it. Can I call somebody, Professor?
Who?
Trick.
Did you pull out your phone like you had a text?
Yeah.
Did he text you?
Yes. He texted
Good.
me.
No, that's good. That means he's here. Okay, that's less work.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna call him, and I'll dial him.
Ring,
All
ring.
right.
Trick, your phone is ringing.
Speaker, please.
Oh my god. Jesus. I'm gonna put it on speaker. You know, whatever.
You wanted me to be transparent, didn't you?
Briar?
Yeah. Hey, Trick?
Hey, Briar. This is Trick from class. I don't know if you remember me.
I remember you. Do you not remember me?
Rick?
Professor?
Yeah, he had me put it on speaker. I'm sorry. Emma's here too.
It's 4:30, 5 o'clock in the morning, and she's with the professor, Trick.
And Emma.
Hey, real quick. I mean, this is gonna sound real weird, but
I'm gonna
we
take
were
it off
supposed to
speaker.
go on a field trip today to see that lecture, right?
Yeah. At 9.
Yeah. Anything you remember? Like maybe, like I said, this might be weird, but did you already do that?
Yeah, we all did. Trick.
What fucking day is it?
It's the 13th, right?
Right. But
Did you have a dream?
in fact, I did.
Does he remember?
I remember all of it, Professor. I remember it all. I remember everything, right up to the point where someone whipped out a gun. You all remember that, right?
Yeah.
This Emma wasn't there, but
Excuse me, a gun.
yes, I remember.
Huh. Where are you, Trick? Are you home?
I'm at home.
We can come get you.
No, that's okay. I'll come to you.
We're at
You know where the
did you-
lucky rabbit is?
I do, right?
Actually,
Oh,
I don't know. So I have to ask you a question. No, you
Okay.
don't. I'm going to roll for it. No,
well, I
you
mean,
don't.
this is my hometown and stuff, so
Trust me,
Same.
you don't.
We
okay.
didn't know where it was, yeah.
I've never heard of the Lucky
You've
Rabbit.
never heard of the Lucky Rabbit.
Trick, did you get any weird text from like an unknown number?
Nope. I got a weird message from myself that I remember sending to myself several days ago, which is several days from now,
Yeah.
or a day, or whatever. I don't know. Do we know what's going on, Professor?
I've been explaining it a little bit. I only recently remembered myself.
We're on try 733. Trick.
Can you say that again? Hold on. I got to switch to my good ear. We're on what now?
We're on try 733.
So you're saying that we've been doing this same shit for the better part of 2 years?
Almost 8, but not exactly.
Hold on. You're talking tries, not days. So holy shit, right, dog? Right, Professor?
Yes, but you all haven't had that many.
Oh. Okay. Well, this is your one chance, Professor, to convince me to keep trying this bullshit. So I give you the floor. Why should I not just load up my dogs and head somewhere the fuck out of here?
You've tried that. You'll be back.
Do you know how we get rid of this time? 733 tries means 733 failures. You got a better handle on it this time?
I need everyone.
Well, that's going to be real tricky. Since Brian died 2 weeks ago.
3, but yes.
So you know then, were we
I have
talking to a fucking ghost, Professor?
No. Apparently this time it's a little different every time.
Okay, you know what? You convinced me. Shit. I don't know where to go.
We'll send you the address.
Okay,
Drake, just get here, please.
I will, honey. Don't you worry about it. Why should I bring anything? Shovel, tarp,
Yes. A
bleach?
shovel and a tarp.
Are you fucking? You know what? I won't even ask. I'll get it. If I don't have it, I'll fucking go to Home Depot on my way over.
We gotta tell him about Jim.
No, not yet. We don't. No.
What? Why? Why can't I tell
He's
him?
not warded.
All right,
Jim.
Don't worry about it. Get here.
Jim Carrey.
Get
All
here.
right.
Jim Carrey. Exactly.
Okay. I'll see you soon. Hey, Emma.
Yes,
I'll see you soon. How are you feeling?
I'm feeling all right.
Are you? Did you have a dream too? You know what? Never mind. I'll see you soon. Boop.
And we're going to switch scenes for a moment. At the local cemetery, we see a grave of a Mr. Brian Miller, beloved father, beloved husband. The grave seems to be disturbed. There is fresh dirt on top. What looks to be marbles shining in the moonlight. And a bottle of scotch. Open. And that's where we're going to take our break. So, fam, if you have not done so, please follow all of these wonderful role players. If you have a Twitch Prime and you haven't used it yet, please consider using it on one of these fabulous people. And if you want to help support Tablestory and what we do, one of the best ways you can do that is head on over to our Patreon. We've got character sheets, adventures for your table. You can submit NPCs to be featured on your favorite show, including this one. And we'll be back in a moment. But in the meantime, stretch your legs, take a bathroom break, and wash those piss mittens before you come back.
So I just grab the gun. It's already cocked. I just pull it out and I'm looking at it with both my hands, examining it. Pretty clean. Never really used. For some reason, I'm just really paying attention to details. The little things. You can see the serial number on the gun. 8730. I look up at her and I stare her blank in the eyes. It's never gonna happen. I grab the gun, put her right against my temple.
I'm gonna drop the book. Brian, don't. You know, shit's super fucked up. But you killing yourself is not gonna fucking fix anything.
I've seen things.
We've all seen some shit, Brian. I don't think we're all here for any oddball kids. We've all seen some shit. I'm gonna try to get as close, and I'm gonna.
Welcome to the darkest part. So I just grabbed the gun. It's already cocked. It was pulled out, and I'm looking at it with both my hands, examining it. Pretty clean. Never really used. For some reason, I'm just really paying attention to details. The little things. You can see the serial number on the gun. 8730. I look up at her and I stare her blank in the eyes. It's never gonna happen. I grab the gun, put her right against my temple.
I'm gonna drop the book. Brian, don't. You know, shit's super fucked up. But you killing yourself is not gonna fucking fix anything.
I've seen things.
We've all seen some shit, Brian. I don't think we're all here for any oddball kids. We've all seen some shit. I'm gonna try to get as close, and I'm gonna...
Welcome to the darkest part.
Welcome back into the darkness, everybody. Before we dive right back in, I want to let you guys know something is available. If you've not watched Stygian Gate before, or you don't know how I normally do these horror shows, I'm going to tell you, there is a companion website with creepy shit and puzzles where you can try to figure out the mystery that's going on before or as the players do themselves. And the website went live today with something new.
Oh, shit.
So I believe we have a command in there. There we go. So feel free to hit that up and get to sleuthing. Is there a link? There is a link, and we will also post it on the YouTube. And for those listening, it is the GaroonInstitute.com. All right, we're going to dive right back in. With you guys, not at the cemetery. Trick, you are going to drive to them, correct?
Yeah, they said they sent me the address.
Yes, they text you kind of like a street corners. There's no actual address that you can put in your GPS, but on the corner of New and Lock.
Okay.
Okay.
I get a shovel. I grab a tarp, and I remember. Well, I'm going to grab a tarp, and then I remember tarp's in the shed. So I'm gonna go out to the shed. I'm gonna see what I see.
Okay. Go ahead and roll.
Okay. 84.
Okay, I'm going to ask you something. When you talked to Briar and she remembered you, what did you feel?
What did I feel?
Yeah.
Relief.
Okay. There's nothing in the shed. It's just your standard shed. I mean, other than the stuff you keep in it, there's nothing creepy.
Lock's not broken, nothing?
Lock is not broken, no.
Okay. I unlock the lock, open it up, take a deep breath, open it up, nothing in there. Okay, good. I grab the tarp and
You grab a shovel as well?
Yeah.
Okay. And then you close the shed? Because I think you have a shovel in your garage as well, don't you?
Yeah, the shovel's in the garage. The tarp.
Okay. Tarp is in the shed.
There's other like gardening tools in there,
Okay.
but the big shovel is in the garage.
Okay.
Yeah. So I throw them all in the back. I look for some rope.
Okay.
Just in case I need it. I'm not sure if I'd have any. I don't know what I'd use it for.
I think you would, only because the way you've described Trick in the past, like he probably went shopping for his shed and gardening shit and was like, that sounds like something I might need, and that, and because everything else in your house is pretty decked out. So I'll give it to you if you want it.
Okay. Yeah, I'll grab rope.
Okay.
Just in case you got to climb over that goddamn guard thing again, so no one twists their ankle and gets hurt.
Okay.
What else would I need? Let me see. Let me think about the offense of the day. Drive out there, stop. There's a car. We go over the fence or over the guard. We see stuff in the forest. Climb back over. Adisabella, we had to like take her body over there. Trying to think of what would help. Like the tarp and the rope would probably help with that. Let's see. Bolt cutters. I'll take bolt cutters.
Okay.
Just in case I need that for any other lock or whatever. Perhaps like it'd help on the lock on the, if we have to break into a fucking another casket. Probably take a hammer and a chisel so we can like pound it, like open. A crowbar. I'll take a crowbar.
Okay, so you're not bringing a hammer. You're bringing a crowbar.
No, hammer too. Hammer because you hammer on the crowbar to pry shit.
So
open.
are you just gonna bring like your toolbox, or are you gonna only pull out the hammer?
Yeah, I mean, if I have a basic toolbox that I can take, a crowbar's pretty big to put in toolbox, but if I have a basic
you grab
like
the toolbox, a crowbar, you head back
rope,
up,
tarp,
then you go back for the rope, tarp.
Yep.
Anything
and then
else?
I look in my trunk and I just recognize that if I got pulled over, people would be like, "You're murdering someone and you're gonna bury them, aren't you?" Like that would be an easy read on that. Or you're robbing somebody.
So toolbox, crowbar, tarp, bolt cutters, and rope, right?
Yep.
Okay. And then you head over to them. I just need you to roll drive for me.
You
twice.
bet. You said twice?
Yeah.
Okay. My speed is 60. My drive you wild is 25.
Before you do that, are you obeying the laws? It's okay. Are you driving fast or are you obeying things?
Oh, I'm obeying the law.
Okay.
For sure. There's no rush. We got lots of hours before we even leave.
One more roll.
Okay. So the first roll I rolled a 51 and then a 59. So underneath my speed skill, but above my driving skill. So minor success or whatever.
Okay. Yeah, I'm going to say you pull up to this street corner and you see this pretty much empty parking lot, but you recognize the doctor's or professor's car. Doctor, professor, same thing. You see his car in the parking lot and it's got this weird like chalk lining around it, like on it. It's like he's drawn a weird symbol on top of the car, but you actually recognize it from your occult book. And it seems like a warding, maybe? Seems like he's tried to do a warding spell on his car. And then you see the lucky rabbit. And you've never seen this before. You've been downtown. You know this town. You've never seen this bar before.
Now, judging by like the signs or whatever, like if it has a billboard or something, is it a strip club? Because that sounds like a strip club.
It's not a strip club, from what you can tell. There's no like ladies here or anything like that. It's just got like a small neon sign that says the Lucky Rabbit, and then it's got a picture of a leaping rabbit on it.
Okay.
But you've never seen this before.
Do I see them standing outside the car?
They're inside the car, but as you pull up, yes, you can see them in the car.
Okay.
Y'all
find a parking spot and put it in park.
Do you park next to them?
What's that?
Do you park next to them? or
Well,
away from them?
I don't break the chalk line because I know that
What's
whatever
on the
that
car?
is on purpose.
Yeah.
But yeah, like okay, if they're parked like this,
Yeah.
I'll find a parking spot behind them.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you guys see lights as somebody pulls in behind you in the parking lot.
Do I recognize the car?
Yep.
Frick. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
He's here.
Did he just
All
get
right.
in with us, or can I get out?
I'll let him in.
I'll text Trick and say the professor's gonna have to let you in the car. And I'll hit send. And just say there's a whole bunch of bullshit happening, and then I hit send.
Professor, do you get out of the car?
Yeah. If I'm gonna let him in, I have to.
Yep. Okay. And how do you
So I get out.
let him in?
So I'd open my door and shut it again to make sure that ward is sealed. And then kind of motion for Trick to get out of his car and to come to me. Do you leave your car? Or do you stay in it?
No, I get out. Yep, I get out and you said you got out of your car in motion or you did?
I did.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got out to motion to you.
Did you break the chalk line?
No, I made it so doors can open.
Okay, gotcha.
It's not a chalk line. It's like runes and images on the definitely around the car, on the doors.
But it's not like a solid line around the car.
Right. It's not a chalk line. It's just
Okay.
separate drawings.
Gotcha. Okay.
But all of them in concordance work as a ward.
All right. So I walk up to you and I just
Okay.
stop before I pass the runes. And I look at you and I just say, I just take off my hat. Professor, what's going on?
I'll have to let you in the car and then I'll explain.
So, just for your knowledge, Theo, because normally a warding requires a lot more components than what you had, all you had was a piece of chalk. You're really hoping that this works, but you only have one door you can open, and I'm assuming it was the driver's side door. So he'll have to crawl through the driver's side and get through into the car, but no other cars will open or it'll weaken your ward.
Totally fair.
Okay.
So I open my door again and then kind of motion, sorry, you'll have to crawl in.
I'm gonna see this, and do you want me to move in the back?
But that could work, yes, if that's easier. He still has to crawl over.
Okay. I'm exasperated, and I'm just gonna clamber into the back next to Emma.
Okay.
And I kind of motion for Frick as I'm still holding onto the door.
So if I cross this little circle of symbols and stuff, does that mean I can't come back out?
You can, but
Okay.
it break the seal. I'm just making it so that we're at least a little safer.
I just asking because I got all the murder gear in the back of my SUV now. So
murdering
Excuse me, did he just say murder gear?
We're not
Right.
murdering
Did he
anyone.
just say murder gear?
Yeah, it is. It's just, don't worry about it. It's not for actual murdering.
I'm waiting,
and I look in the. Are you in the back, Emma?
Yes.
I look in the window and I say, "Good to see you again, Emma."
Hello.
Hello. All right. Scooter cheek, I'm coming in.
I'm plastered against the door.
So you'd be
I'm
just
very small,
climbing over
so,
to the shotgun.
Half a seat.
Yeah, so you're climbing over into the passenger seat. Briar climbed back into the back with you, Emma. Okay, just so that I know where everyone
Oh,
is.
you want me to get in the passenger seat?
Yeah, just crawl.
okay.
She went back, so you're just
Okay.
crawling over.
Okay, never mind then. Forget I said that. I'll get into the passenger seat and I'll sit down.
Emma,
Okay.
do you really not know?
Once he does that, I get in and shut the door.
Okay. So you are inside your beat up
Right.
old car in the parking lot of the Lucky Rabbit.
Correct.
All
You
right.
seriously don't remember him?
He wouldn't,
From where?
or she wouldn't, I guess.
Well, Emma? Trick? Emma?
Hello.
He doesn't remember you, Trick.
You don't remember me from class or nothing?
I'm sorry, you're not ringing any bells.
You would have been in class, but you may not have been paying attention.
Okay. But you took the professor's class, right, Emma? You remember that much.
Of course, yes.
Okay. Well, then I was in the same class with you.
Ah, all right.
Yes. Yeah.
Nice to spend time outside of class.
It is.
Not the optimum environment, but it's lovely
Right.
to meet you.
But you agreed to go and watch this lecture today, right?
Today has been very interesting for me.
Indeed. I think it's been the same for us all. So,
Did you get mysterious texts asking you to go to a graveyard with a shovel?
nope.
Go on. How's your day been?
Well, I woke up from a dream and it was weird, but not that weird. And then I had a giant headache and my nose started bleeding. And then I remembered everything.
Would you like
roll.
some Excedrin?
Oh god. Regular and then a D2.
Mm-hmm. As he says this, you kind of feel a bit of panic and you kind of remember. Oof.
Oh, it's an 18.
You better pray you roll it too. I think. If that's what you want.
Mhm.
Oh,
Okay.
thank God.
Okay. As he says this, I had a headache and then I remembered everything. All of your memories, Briar, come rushing through you and you feel stronger and in control and you are taking over this body in this lifetime. You can keep everything that Briar has ever done. Blair is losing everything. Blair is dying right now in this moment. She has lost this fight.
I'm sorry, who? Like, what the? Is this, okay, this is something I don't know. Okay, I will keep playing my character. I do not know anything about
Does she outwardly show signs of this? Like, would I notice her, like...
She rolled an 18, so no. She
Yeah, I'd
just
probably-
takes over.
I'd be stifling it because I think I would know that I'm killing
Oh,
her.
yeah, you do. 100%
And
you do.
Trick is here now.
Yeah.
I just don't want to show that I'm struggling.
Does she remember the stuff she forgot as Briar?
Yes. You rolled an 18. Yep, you do. And you get to keep one memory. Remember that memory we talked about?
Mm-hmm.
You get that now. You can take that from Blair.
And I remember that as being Blair.
You remember that as you now. That is your reality.
Okay. I'm probably shaking and sweating a little bit, but I'm trying to, like, not.
Can you tell us about that memory?
The memory that I have is that I'm sitting at a cabin with my grandfather. I was young. It's just him and I were making breakfast, pancakes, and he's making his coffee. And we sit at the table, and we're overlooking this lake, and there's a giant oak tree outside.
Oh my God. Sorry.
I was like, oh, epic music.
Yeah, sorry.
He has his pocket watch out, and he's showing me and telling me about all these adventures he's been on and how to take care of this watch. And he tells me it always has a funny way of being right on time. And then he said if he's not always here with me, just know that there's nothing to fear in life, and that if something's misunderstood, you still have a choice, and you always will.
Okay. So, Briar, as this is happening, you know in your bones and in your body, you feel you are changing history in this moment. This is not just a memory you have stolen. You are altering reality. You're shaping it to your will. This is what you wanted. You're taking the best of both worlds, as they say.
Mm-hmm.
But you do know, you do remember or reflect on that moment in the darkness when you knew only one of you would survive this. And you told Blair to go through. And then you followed after. Did you know what was going to happen?
I didn't know that I was going to have to share a body with her and then kill her.
Would you do it again?
No.
Guys are in the car. Go for it.
What's
Blair,
next,
are you
Professor?
all right? And I'm gonna, without even asking, I'm gonna reach out and smack my head on her forehead, and I'm gonna roll to use my diagnostic skill.
Oh. Okay. Roll.
I rolled a 13.
Oh, your 13 beats her 18. Yeah, she looks a little like she might be sweating, but she seems otherwise fine. You know, could just be the
Does
headache.
she have like a heightened heart rate or anything like that?
Oh, you're gonna check her pulse?
I'm all over.
Yeah,
I mean, I
okay,
reached
yeah.
out. I don't even have boundaries.
Yeah, her
anymore.
heart rate quickens for a bit. But you know, as you're fawning over her, it kind of dies down a little bit.
Blair, are you all right?
Yeah, it's hot in here, and it's just been a long night.
It's actually freezing.
Yeah, maybe I'm getting the flu. I don't know.
Would you like? I mean, I pretty much gave you
already-
everything I
yeah,
have in my purse.
I don't need more pills. I appreciate it though.
All right. I
Yeah,
mean,
they just.
you look pale.
I'll be okay.
Well, given the circumstances, that's pretty normal. Frick, you remember everything, right? I think you said that.
Oh, yeah. I remember everything, Professor.
Good. Makes things easier.
Where's Brian? What are we going to do?
According to mystery texter A from me this morning, Brian's in a graveyard. I may or may not have gone. I still don't know why.
Probably the Ambien. You know that you take too much of that.
I know sleeping is so difficult these
I
days.
don't know.
There were people there. Did I mention that? There were strange people in the graveyard when I woke up around, what was it, 3:30?
You
Oh.
didn't mention that, no.
There were some people there. Oh, yes. I actually crossed a little bit of the graveyard to go to them. And then I was on the phone with you and you said, stop, come to my house, theatrics. So I did. Here we are. There were people in the graveyard.
Okay. Well, we're not going yet, but we'll have to bring Brian here. It may not be the same one that's died. More than likely, it's not.
I got an idea. Why don't we just dig him up and put him in the trunk?
Can I ask for clarification? Are we actually talking about digging up a dead body from 3 weeks ago?
I mean,
And
honestly,
you're laughing. Things are confusing. What? Is this real?
I just like that it's a real nonchalant thing right nowadays to say, let's just go dig up a body.
I mean,
Because I'm with you. I say, sure, why not? I brought the
come with
tool.
us then.
He might be there and he might not be dead, based on some of what you showed me with your texts.
Oh my god, if he's not dead, we should go get him? Was he buried alive? Is that what you're implying?
Let's just
No,
go dig
but
him up.
by the
Professor,
time
you
we
have a better
get there,
idea.
I have a shovel in my car as your home, if we'd like to stop.
I brought all that.
Thank you. Good.
Oh.
Do we have to take this car, Professor?
I kind of busted.
No, but we need to deal with something else first.
Of course. What's that?
The reason
His
we're
name is Jim, and it's a large, fleshy deer man that is in the darkness.
they basically gave power to a mythological beast.
Wait a minute. Now,
you just
by the
reading about
description,
that?
I was gonna say, by the description, do I know what it's called from my reading?
You'll have to roll.
Okay.
That's a roll.
What do I want to roll
What
against?
was the description again that you just gave?
A fleshy deer man.
Fleshy deer man. All right.
Sounds like a
Let's do-
nemesis.
Yeah, let's do.
It's the professor's neighbor.
What's your hot for teacher skill?
15%.
No, but I mean, what is that? What do you use that for?
Education.
All right, we're gonna do your hot for teacher skill.
Okay. Hot for teacher coming to you. Mind is 70. Hot for teachers 15. 95. Beautiful.
You know,
God,
there are
I'm-
actually there are a couple of fleshy deer creatures that you read about.
Okay.
You know, there's a lot of that.
Okay. I won't say anything. If I can't think of what it is, I won't say anything.
Okay.
Yeah.
Would I have known or like seen it in one of our books? Like,
You can
I
roll.
don't think I didn't go over it in the classes, so it'd be on your
No.
education.
Yeah.
okay.
If you read up on things on your own.
Because I know she would be reading on some
Yeah.
of this stuff at night. Okay.
I imagine.
93.
No, you can't remember anything either that you found.
So how do you suggest we deal with this?
That's
Fleshy
what the
deer
wards
thing
are up for.
named Jim.
Emma gave it power. She gave it a name. It's evolved. It's grown.
It touched my car.
She interacted with it. And now it's following us.
What does it want?
I don't know.
Mm.
It hasn't been threatening, but the professor seems to think it's gonna eat our faces or something.
Can you talk to it?
That's why we have the wards.
I attempted a few times to beat it. It breathed on my window without having a mouth, which was an interesting experience. And then it went on its merry way. It seemed to be very disinterested in me, to be honest. I invited it to have a ride.
Glad it didn't accept that.
It didn't get in my car.
It
Well,
has a mouth now.
let's take a step back. Let's do this step by step. This thing, we don't know what it wants or how to deal with it. Is that correct, Professor?
I have ideas on how to deal with it, but I need to know what it wants first.
Okay. Do you know how to do that?
Yes.
Should we bait it?
How do we do that? Excuse me, what the fuck was that?
Excuse me? Sir, I'm going to need you to roll down your window.
I rolled down my window.
There's a police officer standing there.
Do I know this police officer?
Is there a reason you're parked out here and have been for the last 45 minutes in an empty parking lot?
Meeting up with this friend. We were just having a chat. Professor, I'm Dr. Theo Ransom. I'm from the university.
We're going on a field trip.
At 5 in the
Excuse
morning?
me, have you seen any nude men?
Oh God, Emma, stop. No, we're
No,
going.
Emma.
Stop, it's fine. Have you seen any nude men? I'm sorry.
Have you folks been
I'm a
drinking?
medical-
No.
Excuse me, absolutely not.
Officer, I apologize. Do you mind if I get out of the car?
You can stay right there.
All right. Just easier time speaking face to face, not having to
I can see you.
lean over the professor. All right. We're going on a field trip today. We're going to go see a lecture out in, what was the name of the town? I forgot. Athermore. No.
Grand
Grand
Theory.
Theory.
Athermore is the town we're in.
Yeah,
Atmore,
Grand
yeah.
Theory.
Fuck.
Grand Theory
Hold
is
on,
where
let me
you're
write
going.
that down.
Yeah.
Grand Theory.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Usually I write all this shit down. I'm sorry I didn't. Okay.
Okay.
So we're heading off to Grand Theory in a little bit, and we're gonna see a lecture by a friend of the professor's, or well, maybe not a friend, but we're all in the same college class over at Athermore University, and we're an eclectic bunch. We're very passionate about the subject matter and that kind of thing, and we're just really excited to get going. And I'm wondering if I can use my bedroom eyes on her to convince her that we're no harm. We're not worth investigating.
Oh boy. Okay. Roll.
Now this is just a regular skill. This isn't a spell or anything. It's just I just renamed the charm skill bedroom eyes. Okay. So my soul is 70. My bedroom eyes is 25%. So let's see.
Bedroomize me. Oh boy.
Fucking hell, man! 94. Jesus
Woo.
Christ!
God damn.
Do you have a hunch roll? No, I think you used it, don't you?
No.
Yep. Okay.
Man, I haven't rolled anything below like an 80 in forever.
Can I see if I recognize her as coming into the Sleepy Bean?
Good question.
Oh, 66 I rolled. Yeah, you recognize her. She's a regular.
What's her, do I know her name? Because I probably write it on the cup.
Yes, you do.
But it's going to be wrong.
It's gonna be Gina.
Gina.
Yep.
And does she have a last name? Because I would call
Daly.
her Officer.
Yeah,
Okay.
Officer Daly.
So, can I use my customer service on her? Or try to?
Sure. Are you hopping in now in the middle of the conversation? Like after
Yeah.
Trick says that? And you
And
can
I
see
see that
it's
she
not working?
doesn't-
Yeah, she's
Yeah,
not into it.
I'll probably lean over the seat and say, Officer Daly, hi. It's me.
Oh,
Yeah, I make your coffee for you.
Blair?
Yeah. Hi. How are you?
Or Briar? I'm so sorry.
No, you're fine. It happens a lot nowadays. We're going to this. We're getting on the road early. I'm sorry if we seem like we're doing some weird stuff. It's just we're just getting everything situated for the road.
While they're talking, I like kind of just gently, really gently, like tap the professor, and I look at him and I go,
Not just
Roll,
just,
Briar.
okay.
A 6.
Oh, yeah. Oh, God. Okay.
yeah.
She leans back, looks over the car, looks over each and every one of you. You driving, did you say that you were the professor at the university, I think is what you said? Yeah.
I did.
Let's see some identification, Professor.
Of course. And I pull out my university ID, and it would
Okay.
say like Dr. Theo Ransom on it, and I hand it out the window.
Okay. And your driver's license?
Of course. And I hand that to her as well.
All right. Look,
Take it
can
back.
I suggest maybe you guys have a meetup, at the Sleepy Bean or something instead of an empty parking lot? You don't want to
Yeah,
look
that-
suspicious and, you make me stop. I could be helping somebody. Somebody could be in trouble. Don't make our jobs harder.
No, the next time you come in a Sleepy Bean, I will get you a coffee on the house. I'm really sorry.
All right. Well, that's not necessary, but thank you. All right. You guys have a fun field trip or whatever.
Thank you, officer.
Thank you so much, madam. Drive safely.
She leaves.
She was pleasant.
Lead with naked men comments, Emma.
I mean, it's a police officer. She might have known.
I've
someone
rolled the window up
wandering
at this
the
point.
street.
Okay.
Yeah. Thanks for stepping in, Blair.
Thank
Or
you.
Briar. Or
Briar.
whatever your name is.
I don't know how do I explain this, Professor? How do I tell Henry that my name changed, but also I was two people?
Oh, wait a minute. This wasn't an honest mistake?
Things get a little.
Okay, you know what? Doesn't matter for what we're doing right now. I'll ask you about that later when we have some time or not. What's the next step, Professor? You said you might have an idea of how to get what this thing wants. Let's go with that. I'll stifle the want to know what the fuck you were talking about.
Theo, you have a text message. You feel the phone vibrate in your pocket.
Okay.
I'd
What is
probably reach up and like squeeze Trick's arm.
I look at my phone.
It is from the unknown number that has texted you before, and it is an animated GIF peanut butter. Yes, I said it, y'all. Of the genie from Aladdin. And it says, tell him the truth.
Well, since Briar squeezed my arm, I don't look back. Well, I do look back. I put my hand on hers, and I look back and I just nod like, it's okay. Don't worry about it.
First, Jim. But
Okay, are you just stalling for time, or is Jim something we actually have to deal with?
we
Because
have
have
to
a
deal
cabin
with
we
it.
gotta go to.
We have to deal with it. If it's following us and it has ill intent, this whole thing will be for naught, and we'll have to try again.
Okay.
All right, so
third
maybe we
time
should
asking
find
for
out the intent.
For the people in the back, What's the next step, Professor?
I'm gonna try
you.
summoning it. I'm gonna think about it because I'm getting pissed off. Like she just wants to go to this cabin.
What's gonna do? Damn.
Okay.
But we're safe in a car, so we can't.
Oh, you summoned a dog.
I did.
I know. Okay.
While you're doing that, like,
so you're
while
also trying to summon it, Theo. Is that what you were saying?
because what I would say out loud while you're doing that.
Yeah.
This was exactly what I was going to say.
Let's let it role play out. Go for
By
it.
all means, roll what you need to do, but I'm going to call it to us.
Oh, good. That's just what I was about to do.
Into the car?
You all want us to die.
Weren't we concerned about it?
Nothing.
It just seems like he's like Jim's all like bad and stuff, but like he can't tell me what Jim does. He's got a
I
mouth.
don't know what he does.
Yeah, but
He's evolved.
maybe he's friendly and he just wants company.
And that's what I want to find out. I doubt it.
Where do we go?
Why?
What do we do, Professor?
Stay here.
Okay.
And I roll the window back down, like, because it's not automatic.
Okay.
Okay.
And I just look out the window. I don't know, let's see if this works. Jim.
No, you do fucking not. You call his name out the fucking window?
Yep.
All right, roll, please.
Always a good sign when the
3.
GM says, no, you don't.
That is a 3.
Nice roll, buddy.
And your intent is to summon Jim from the woods, just to be clear, to
Well, or the
your
parking
car.
lot, because he
The
was
parking
right
lot.
here.
Right. But that creature that you've seen,
Mm-hmm.
that's what you're doing.
Yeah.
Okay. Everybody roll, please. Because I just rolled a 1. Y'all fucked.
I just rolled an 84.
66. I got doubles.
Ooh, all
70.
right. Double that failure.
God, we are
74 for me.
all awful.
All right. As you
Jim.
are sitting in the car and the professor leans out and says, Jim, is that all you say? You just say
Mhm.
Jim?
That's
okay.
it.
Nothing happens for about 5 seconds, 10 seconds. It's kind of annoying, actually. You're waiting.
Yeah,
you're
I
waiting
kind of
there,
look at the professor. And I'm like,
Professor, maybe we should just get going.
and then
Wait.
you hear
That's-
it.
all the spell
Loud.
requires to summon a creature from whatever is just to say their name once. Why didn't I think of that?
Hoof marks in the dirt, Briar. You see them as you're looking out the window.
Do I see Jim?
You do not. You just see the prints. And then you guys hear the car start to rattle. It's this rattling sound. It's low at first, and then it picks up. The whole car starts to shake. And then you hear breathing surrounding the car.
Jim!
The windows start to fog up.
Wait. Say nothing.
Nothing!
Especially you, Emma.
Did
The
anyone...
roof of the car dents in.
Oh, God.
What do you want?
Got a plan, Professor?
And then nothing.
The ward worked.
Jim's... I mean, it seems harmless.
I just point to the dent. This is what you've done.
I mean, you shouldn't fat shame.
What
Also,
did that accomplish?
Well, now we know the car works. Could we be on our way?
I
Shut
kind of
the-
say out again. What do you want?
Everybody roll reaction. If you have a dodge skill, I need to know.
I do.
Initiative?
Not initiative, just
Damn
dodge
I have
Just
two.
dodge. Okay. I have. Oh God,
or
move.
reaction. Anything that you have to react to something physically.
I got a
I will
14.
roll my dodgy style.
Okay, dodgy style will work. You rolled a
Oh.
14, Briar. Do you have
Yeah.
any skills about other than CrossFit
I
that
have
deal with
jukes
your
and it's
reaction time?
15. Yeah, jukes, it's 15.
Okay, all right. Perfect.
I have evade
All right.
in my body skill, which is 29.
Okay.
And
So
what'd you roll?
I haven't rolled yet.
Okay.
I rolled a 31.
Okay.
My speed is 16. My dodgy style is 15.
Okay. Theo?
so I have reaction time, but that's initiative. So that's not going to count. It's just a dodge.
That's
skill.
actually, you can use that. You're just not rolling your initiative. You're rolling against your
Right.
reaction time. So that's
Okay.
fine.
Okay.
I rolled a 38.
Okay.
39. Speed 60.
Okay. Emma, Theo,
I-
and Trick, you are unable to react in time as the entire car is lifted up from the ground and flipped over, and it lands down, crashing down. Briar, I'm sure you and Emma were not wearing seatbelts, but you have enough time to react. You can cushion your fall and protect Emma or protect someone else. What are you doing?
Help me, Briar.
Decide now.
I would pick Emma because she's closest to me.
Okay. The car crashes down onto the ground. Briar is able to protect Emma and her fall a little bit. Emma, you do not fall unconscious. Theo, Trick, take another roll for me, and it's against your body.
Got it. 98.
84.
You hit really hard. You weren't wearing a seatbelt either of you. You hit your head right on the roof of the car.
Am I out of the car? Can I get out of the car?
You can get out of the car. You can try. Yeah,
I would like to try to get out of the car.
absolutely.
Out cold.
No, but you're hurting. You hurt
Okay.
yourself pretty hard. Yeah.
Found out what it wants.
Can I roll?
Professor?
Found out what it wants.
What do you want
What
to roll
is
for?
that? I'm asking you.
A being.
I'm gonna run. I'm gonna like scramble on the roof of the car up to them and start like trying to check them out and feeling if they have any. Do they have any broken bones or any bleeding or?
Yeah, it looks like, I mean, from initial cursory glance, you're very skilled. They both hit their heads really hard. You're gonna want to maybe check for a concussion.
Okay, so I'm gonna go over to Trick first because he's.
Yeah.
Well, was I behind? Who was I behind?
Trick.
I was behind Trick. Okay,
Yeah.
so I'm gonna scramble forward and put my hands on Trick and start feeling his head for clots and whatever's going on. I'm gonna roll for my diagnostic.
Yep, do it.
I got a 45.
Okay. Yeah, he's hurt pretty badly. He probably has a concussion.
Okay, Trick, are you with me? Trick, I need you
Yeah.
to open your eyes. I know we've just met. My name's Emma Karn. It's lovely to meet you.
Yeah.
Head has been hit very hard. I'm not 100% sure what is going on or if you've been hit by a car, but I need you to try to stay awake. Can you stay awake with me? Can I roll with my bedside manner and see if I can
Absolutely.
try to calm them? Okay, I'm gonna roll for my bedside manner. and see if I can-
Meanwhile, you hear the crunch and scrape of the sound of a door opening as Briar crawls out of the back seat of the car.
Do I see Jim?
Roll, please.
A 90?
No, you do not.
I'm gonna be holding his head. Briar, are you seriously leaving the car right now?
I'm gonna walk away from the car.
I'm gonna peel open Trick's eyes. Trick, come on, honey, come on. You need to stay awake. I'm gonna check out the doctor here. If you could just, Trick! And I'm gonna smack
I'm
him.
here. I'm here.
a
Stop
little bit.
yelling. Jesus Christ.
I just need your eyes to stay open. Thank you so much. And I'm gonna crawl over, probably like glass digging into my knees, but I won't even know. And I'm gonna crawl over too.
You kick me in the side on your way over. Ah, God damn it.
You're fine. It's your head. And I'm gonna start feeling the doctor. And I'm gonna roll for my diagnostic skill. I got an 18, feeling for clots or whatever, or any sort of bleeding on his head or neck. Broken bones here. Do I feel anything?
No.
No damage at all to the doctor.
No damage at all to the doctor.
Yeah. Theo. Excuse me, Professor.
Yes.
Professor.
Yes.
You are alarmingly okay. And I'm just gonna turn away and completely ignore him and scramble back over to Trick.
God.
Trick. And I'm gonna pull a flashlight out of my bag and start kind of putting it in his eyes. Do his pupils react at all?
Nope.
No reaction. Trick, honey, I'm gonna give you something really quick, okay? And I'm gonna dig something out of my bag, and it's gonna be some drops that I'm gonna put under his tongue. This is just in case you've got some free-forming clots, okay, honey?
I'm allergic to penicillin.
Can you just shh? And I'm gonna just squirt it in his mouth. He's
Okay.
Honey, you might have a blood clot in your brain that could go straight to your heart and kill you. It's okay, though. I'm here right now. I'm here with you. You're going to be okay. Mm-hmm. Briar, excuse me. Are you doing something important? Trick is
Briar left.
Briar just went outside of the car. I'm not 100% what she's doing.
No.
And I
Perhaps you could
You're
fetch
feeling
her.
a little better. When she pops that pill in your mouth, you kind of feel clarity come through for you, Trick.
Oh, I see you've joined the show. Okay, if you could just stay awake for me, I need to check out why Briar decided to abandon the car, okay?
Okay.
Okay, good boy. And I'm going to scramble to the back and kind of
I'm trying
almost...
to crawl out too.
You're getting out of the car?
I am getting out of the car.
Okay.
Book in hand. I probably grabbed it after the jostling.
Okay. What is everybody doing right this second? I need to know.
I'm probably scrambling across the roof of the car. I'm probably
You're still in the car.
Yeah.
Trick,
I would
are
be
you
behind
getting
the
out of the
doctor.
car or are you staying inside?
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out a way because the car is upside down, so I'm in
Yep.
a very uncomfortable position. So I'm
Yep.
gonna try and like get out and stand up.
Okay.
Yeah.
And Theo's getting out and Briar's getting out.
Well, yeah, I'm already out,
Yep.
and I'm looking for Jim.
Jim. Okay. Everybody
Or
roll
whatever's
initiative.
caused this.
Okay.
So the way initiative works is whoever's under their initiative stat, it goes from lowest to highest, and then it goes again for everybody who's outside of their initiative stat. Lowest to highest, which is weird, but we're going to go with it.
Okay.
Roll.
Yep, so just go ahead and roll your initiative.
Okay.
Briar, what is your initiative stat?
30.
30. So, okay, that's good. Briar's going first so far.
I got a
Theo,
71.
your initiative is not 71, I assume.
No, it's
Okay.
It is not. It's
Okay.
30.
So we just need
So
one from
everybody points to do initiative.
Emma and Trick.
Yes.
All right, my initiative's 30. I rolled a 64. My speed
Okay.
is 60.
So the turn order goes Briar, Trick, Theo, and Emma.
I rolled a 94 for those listening.
Uh-huh. We cannot roll like crap
Yeah.
the last couple of weeks.
Yep.
Oh, and let me, just so everybody can see. Okay. Briar, what do you do?
I'm gonna turn into the shadow creature and become bigger than what Jim was the last time we saw him.
Oh yeah, you
Okay.
missed that.
No, it's like the first thing came to mind is like, we have a Hulk.
Okay. So roll.
29.
29. Okay. When you are changing, what do you choose to be? The shadow creature?
This time I am the shadow creature because it matches kind of Jim's situation. And I mean the claw hands, the teeth, but I want to be bigger.
Okay. 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 Describe it for us. What's it like when you change completely in your control this time, Briar?
It's fast. This time it's fast because Jim just hurt the people I am closest to right now, and I just fucking want to rip him apart.
Okay.
So it's just like smoke, and it's just I'm growing, and I have just this intention to destroy him.
Okay. So I'm imagining that your whole skin turns dark and then it's like looks like liquid comes up from the ground and kind of surrounds you, and then you become this shadowy monster that grows tall and long limbs, and you kind of slender down into this almost skeletal like shadowy creature. Can I ask you a question?
Yes.
Do you have teeth?
Yes.
Okay, you're that monster. Okay. Okay. As you transform, Briar, you see Jim, this figure that you've called Jim. He is very large. You come up to maybe his knees. He is towering above you.
Can I get bigger?
You can try.
I want to match him.
Okay. You're going to need to roll 3 times then.
33, which is doubles.
Yep.
34,
Okay.
37.
Wow,
Those
what
are
the
all
fuck?
our rolls. Good.
Okay.
Thank you for taking all the good rolls right now.
The hell?
Yeah. Okay, yes. You begin to grow. Now, what is it
God.
like? What is it like, Briar, when you try to become bigger? This is taking a lot of energy and power from somewhere. Are you willing to take it from anywhere?
I'm trying to take it from within myself. And it's
There's not enough. You can do this, but you have to take it from other than yourself. You
I
cannot
take it
be
from
that big
Jim?
normally. What?
Can I take it from Jim?
You can try.
I'm going to try taking it from Jim.
Okay. Everybody else in the car, roll please against your mind stat.
76.
I rolled a 12.
58.
Okay. Professor, you're starting to feel really nauseous, and you feel really uncomfortable. You know that this creature is out here. You know that giving it a name gave it power. Anytime you spoke about it, gave it power. You can't beat this thing.
Nope.
What is everybody else doing?
Cowering inside the car, probably watching KPP Briar
Yeah.
Blair.
You said,
So
how
you should
aware
roll
am I
a
after that
natural
pill? Am I
check.
pretty good, or?
You're okay.
Probably
Yeah,
roll
you're
a
okay.
natural check.
Like
okay.
you hit your head, but you can stand up and you can move around.
I got
Okay.
a 66.
What's your mind
Double.
stat?
70.
Okay. All right. So you can mark a pass in your unnatural.
And doubles?
Yeah, she passes. You actually are not that shocked for some reason when you see Briar turn into this shadowy figure. It's not that horrifying to you. Somehow it's calming, in fact.
What about me?
Oh,
Do I
yeah.
see it?
Yeah. I mean, you're out of the car, so yeah,
Okay.
100%. You see it.
Okay. Does it bother me at all or whatever?
You
or-
got to roll a natural.
Okay. Okay. Roll unnatural. Okay.
Yeah.
Am I rolling against anything in
It's
particular?
your
or-
mind stat.
Is
yeah.
it? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, was that what I
It's your
just
soul
rolled?
stat, actually. My bad.
Oh, that wasn't what I just rolled then.
No, you just rolled something else.
Oh, something I don't know about. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Then I roll my soul stat. 60. My
Nice.
soul is 70.
Okay. Yeah. Somehow you expected this when you see her change.
I kind of like, and do I see her like getting bigger and bigger?
Oh, yeah.
Like, do I see Jim too?
Yes, you see Jim.
Okay. What does he look
Jim.
like?
Oh,
Like
right.
exactly
Oh,
what you
you've not seen
described?
him. Okay.
Oh,
So he is a
God.
very skeletal looking figure of a humanoid. And then his face has kind of like a equestrian jaw, just a little bit. And then he's got antlers coming out. I will pull an image up for you. Oh dear, where'd you go? Oh, there we go.
Oh dear.
There we go.
Ah,
Sorry, that's pretty dark, but I think you can still see it.
Oh, I see. Okay. Yep. Yep. Yep.
Yeah. Player or viewers, don't worry, I'm switching. There you go.
Okay.
Except
I
he
look
has a
up-
mouth now. The only
Yeah.
difference is he's got his mouth, but his eyes are still glowing, and he is kind of like lumbering and towering over you. He is very large.
Okay. I'm gonna try and like
Do you see what I see?
Can I act now or not?
Yeah, go for it.
Okay, I didn't know if there was like a turn order or whatever.
Well, I mean, there is, but
Okay. Well, I would like to look up at the thing and like this is a dire situation, so I'm gonna like reach like because I couldn't help Brian. I couldn't do much of anything else. But I'm gonna try and use my hoodoo voodoo
okay.
and try and convince it to tell me what it wants before any fighting happens.
Okay.
Okay. Do you want? I'll read like a part of it to tell you like what it does for me.
Yes.
Okay. It says the power is called "You Know You Want It," which I think is great. It allows you to mess with the mind of your listener by making your argument seem reasonable and desirable. Here's how it works. After you cast a spell, the next social interaction roll you make, meaning skills like lying, charm, or self-reason Eskimo, is at plus 20% shift.
Okay.
So I'm gonna basically just ask it what it wants or tell me what you want with a 20% bonus, I guess.
Okay. So you have all 5 things checked, right? Like you've unlocked your thing.
Yes.
Your bullshit.
Yes.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. My special bullshit.
Yeah. Okay. In that case, this is your moment then.
Okay.
So describe to us what it's like when Trick comes into power.
Okay. Oh. Well, I get out. I don't have the hat or the glasses on. I've just had a really bad concussion, but the pill is making me at least a little bit aware. I see what's gonna go down. See Briar getting ready to go toe to toe with this thing, and I look directly up at it, and I want to prevent any sort of bloodshed from happening to Briar.
Cannot.
What's that?
To Briar, specifically to Briar.
Yeah. And I look up, and I just say as calmly but as forcefully as I can, tell me what you want.
Jim looks down at you, puzzled for a moment, and then points a long hand at Emma.
I'm gonna kind of recoil inside the car a little bit.
You want Emma.
It snorts.
You want to inhabit her.
It doesn't say anything, but it's still pointing at her.
Okay. Well, and I look down at Emma. Don't worry, Emma.
Should I come out?
Theo.
If it hasn't taken you yet, it has to take you by force. Or you have to give it permission.
What are you doing, Theo?
So I don't think we can beat it.
No.
Has that changed at all seeing Briar match and or grow? No. Okay.
No.
So I don't think we can beat it.
No.
I'm gonna kind of start to crawl out, but behind Trick.
Okay.
Is he next to the car? So I'm kind of behind Trick.
Theo, you do notice the aura of Trick has changed.
Oh. It's got the
Yes.
okay.
Can I try to intimidate Jim?
Yes, you can, but I'm gonna let everybody go through their turn cycle first. Nope, no worries.
God. So after I heard him say, "What do you want?" and it pointed at Emma. Oh God. I just wanted to ask it what it wants, and now I know, and I don't like that. Okay. Fuck. Theo. I think Theo freezes, honestly.
Okay.
I don't think he knows what to do.
Now, that is kind of a good point that chat made, and I don't, if you don't want me to like recognize it or whatever, but now that I have seen it, instead of just heard a description of it,
You absolutely can roll again to see if you remember. Yep,
okay,
you can do that.
okay,
I just don't like to feed it to you.
right, sure. Okay, I'm gonna roll again, see if I can know what it is. 14. Come on.
Yeah, you remember.
That's under my
seeing
hot for
this.
teacher.
Ooh, yes. Okay. You remember reading about the horned gods. And you remember reading about... Ooh. There's a couple of different things you remember reading, so you're not really sure which one it is. But you remember the horned gods, and you also remember something in Norse mythology about something that would come out of the woods and steal people and eat them. And that's probably the one that sticks with you the most, but though you can't remember the name. But it looked just like that.
Now, did I read anything about them, about how to stop it or anything, or to appease it
No,
without
it was
them,
more
or
just
anything?
mythological stories. It wasn't really like, it wasn't an instructional how-to when you encounter these things. It was more like, these are things that we believed in.
Okay.
I do have a question for you, though.
Okay.
This is your awakening. So I'd like for you to describe the moment you were taken and given this gift.
Oh, like back in the day, the first
right.
time. Okay. Go. Okay, there we go. Do you want me to just synopsis it? Because I have the whole story right here.
I was hoping you would describe it for me and the audience, like a scene in a movie.
Okay, you bet.
Yep.
So picture a 15-year-old Trick. He's Henry at that point. He's on his couch like he is most weekends. His dad is not at home. Mom's not around. Mom's not around, period. Dad's out drinking. Dad's sister, my auntie, she knows all about our dad and I's history and knows that he's going to be out drinking. Comes to visit me one night. And she's about 5 or 6 drinks deep and tells me she can show me what it means to be a man, what it means to be an adult. She takes me into Dad's room and something about it being wrong and taboo and against the normal rules of society, but something about it being the natural progression of things. Something happened during the climax, and I went somewhere I saw a great energy in the middle of the nothingness. And it was formless and shapeless, but it called out to me in a manner that was just passion and sex. But there was no love. And it didn't say much of anything. But it was like, you know how sometimes they say we only use, as humans, like 10, 15, 20% of our brain? It was like another chunk, like another 20% of my brain that I wasn't using and opened up. I didn't know everything about it yet. Well, the door was open and I peeked in and I saw the power of desire. But I also knew there was a price for that knowledge. And the price for that knowledge was that no amount of sex or drugs or lovemaking could ever make me a whole human being again. It's like knowing where the sausage is made or how the sausage is made, and you can never look at it the same way again or enjoy it anymore. And from that day on, I've been searching for a way to take more steps through that door. I'm still standing on the edge peeking through. And I haven't made any progress until just now. And still, it's only one step. There you go.
As you awaken fully, you know in your bones, in your blood, that you can get power from sex and passion. And as you described, you will never feel that passion yourself. It will never feel as good as it did that one time. And it never has. And it probably never will again. But that is how you can gain your power. And in this moment of your awakening, you're actually going to use a different spell, as it were.
Okay.
I'm going to recommend paralysis.
Okay.
Because I think if it's the narrative and you're trying to defend people.
Yes.
So
Perfect.
instead of trying to convince,
Mm-hmm.
you can reach out and paralyze this creature.
Okay. Oh, there it is. Okay. I see it. Okay. So the reason why I didn't look over a lot of these is because of how significant the spell was.
Yeah. And that normally would play effect, but this is your awakening. So literally
Perfect.
you can have any of them in this moment.
Okay.
But this is the only moment.
Okay. Let me just read this real quick. Okay. Okay. I'm trying to think of how I would organically use this to my advantage.
I think it probably, because you didn't really know who you were or that you could use this power or that, I mean, I feel like you always knew something was wrong. Anytime you had sex, you just never felt anything, but you know, your body kind of felt better sometimes. You look young, you felt healthy, you didn't really need to go to the gym.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like you always felt something, but in this moment now you know. And I think it just happens. I think you just either reach your hand out or you just tell it no, however you want to narratively express that. It's not moving. It is not coming in to attack Briar.
Okay. Well, I'm trying to think of a powerful word that I could use to use this. And the word that, again, I know this might sound silly, but the word that comes to mind because I'm in the movie industry is cut.
Yeah, that works. I love it.
So I look up at the creature, and just like a movie, like directing a movie, I just go, cut.
It stops moving. All right. Let me look at our turn order again because I forget. Emma. You're up. What do you do?
I'm probably horrified.
Yep.
I'm still inside the car, but I'm kind of like half out behind Trick. Trick, do you need any help? Should I come out? Would you like my assistance?
I think you can come out now.
I'm gonna slowly like crawl out, but I'll completely be behind Trick and just like looking up at
I
it.
don't think you're gonna go anywhere. Are you?
You can see it breathing. It blinks, but it doesn't move.
Can I use my Chaos Coordinator skill to try to talk to it and insinuate it
Yeah,
go
absolutely.
away? Okay. I rolled a 35.
Okay, what's your skill?
25, and my speed
Okay.
is 60.
Okay. What do you say?
I'm just going to very lightly insinuate that maybe Jim should go away now. And maybe he'd be much happier elsewhere. Jim, I'm so sorry about this. Nothing personal, but maybe you'd be best off elsewhere, far, far away from this exact spot. Trick, is it listening?
Oh yeah, it's listening, Trick. Its eyes don't move away from you. It's glowing orbs, whatever.
I keep looking at it, and I know, I mean, this is a very supernatural show, so do I get the sense that if it's listening, it would listen to Emma and leave or not?
Ooh, that's a good question. This is your awakening, so yes, you can.
Okay.
Yes, I will give this to you now.
All right. I'll say
You are,
I'll talk
like,
to it.
Racked with power
Yeah.
from sex you've had for the last however many years, so you can do pretty much anything you want for the next 10 minutes.
All right. You heard her. And you be a good boy now. Piss off. Understand? And I let it go if it goes.
You release it from paralysis, and it backs away, slowly shrinking down, and then disappearing into the woods.
Everybody, get into my car. We're gonna get the hell out of here.
I'm just like standing behind Trick, gripping his arms as tight as possible, not really moving, and just kind of.
Ooh, Emma, roll.
Oh God. I rolled a 16.
Okay. You feel strange. You feel like your energy draining a little bit, but then it comes back. Like you're able to hold on to it, but when you're touching Trick, it's coming out of you.
Does he feel different to me, or do I just feel that?
No, he feels good actually. He feels real good. Like you can feel his muscles on his arms, and your heartbeat quickens.
Trick, do we know each other? I'm just gonna start mindlessly feeling the muscles in his back. Have you ever been at the hospital? You feel familiar. And I'm gonna take my hands off really quick.
Emma, honey?
Oh, sorry.
I take my keys out of my pocket. Now, be a good girl now and Make sure everybody gets into the car there. I'm just gonna make sure our friend goes away and doesn't come back.
Okay.
Briar, what are you doing? Oh, you're muted.
Are you gonna walk towards the forest, Trick?
Nope, I'm just standing there like I ain't scared of shit. And you might actually, like, if you really take a look, if you're looking at his front, you might see, like, there's this half chub going on right now.
I think what I'm gonna do is I've noticed that Trick has the situation under control.
Yeah.
So I'll probably just take my hands up and make antlers towards the forest and then shrink down into Briar again.
Like, ew, like mimicking it? Like
Yeah.
the shadows did to you?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. And then you shrink down back into yourself. Okay. All right.
Briar? Briar?
Yeah?
Just... Oh, it's nothing. I think we should get into Trick's car. It's better condition. I'm just gonna turn away and walk towards it,
Okay.
assuming everyone's following me with the keys.
I'd probably walk over to Trick.
Okay. Do you touch him? What do you do?
Yeah, I'd probably grab his hand.
Roll.
A 90.
Oh, honey. You feel really good when you're touching Trick's hand. Like, really good. Yeah.
Thanks. Bloosh.
Yeah. Your heart rate is increasing. You look at his eyes.
And I'm actually not looking at you. I'm staring directly at the monster, like, wait, like, until it's out of sight.
Never noticed his jawline before?
I'm probably trying to hide it as best as I can, but probably not doing a good job at it.
Not with a 90 or not.
Yeah.
She's just having an orgasm, and it's probably very obvious.
Yep. All right then. And that's where we're going to end our episode today.
I love being a porno man.
Woo! Okay, yes. We get to reveal that
You get
now.
an orgasm. You get an orgasm.
Everybody gets an orgasm.
Orgasm!
So good.
Yay!
All right.
Someone's revealed.
Yeah.
Nice climax, yeah.
Yeah. Well done. Well done. Okay, so let's actually, before we do our round of shout outs, I will say we were being pretty quiet about this because we wanted to reveal it organically for you. But now we will say, for those who do know Unknown Armies, Trick has exposed himself or awoken in him his pornomancer abilities.
Woo!
Absolutely.
All right.
Absolutely. And if you know anything about the pornomancer description in Unknown Armies, we're going a little bit more esoteric and less specific.
It's homebrewed to hell.
Pornomancer is a little funky with this like mythical video of the goddess, and you have to like imitate that stuff. So PB and I like talked it out, and we're gonna do something a little bit more play it by feel rather than actually have that specific thing.
Yep. And so, but here's how this is going to work mechanically, just so you guys know. Actually, you know what? No, I'm not doing that. I will tell you that, Zeke, when the show's over. You guys just have to watch and enjoy.
Well, and that's another thing. Like, I will say openly that because how spells work in, or at least for this particular adept class, is you have to recharge. Like, once you expend things, you have to do something to recharge them.
Yeah.
And I will tell you, the audience, and I will tell PB this, I don't mind not knowing and having it just like happen somehow. Like, whether it's like I can recharge one slot by getting a BJ, or to recharge all of them by, getting pegged or whatever. That was a good example. But you know what I'm saying, right?
That is also, I will say mechanically, that's also why I came in and told him a different spell than what he wanted to cast, because originally we had said when the awakening moment happens, they wanted to be surprised. So I think that's literally the only way you could have won that, is if somebody awakened. So I'm really glad that happened. Okay.
Yeah. And I'm excited to see how it plays out, and how everybody in the party looks at me from this point on and stuff. I'm just
Yes. So you will need to change your character sheet. Your obsession is now pornomancy, your magic.
okay.
And then we'll talk about your taboo after. All right. Let's do shout outs.
Woo!
Let's go around the room. Let's start with, can we go in reverse order? Yes. Katie Peters plays.
Hi, I'm Katie Peters Plays. I played Briar for you today. Okay, never mind. I was about to go into stuff before PB cut me off, so I was kind of like, all right. I'm excited to see what happens going from here, and at least Jim didn't kill us all. So yeah, you can catch me on Katie Peters Plays right here on Twitch, where I'm playing Dead Space 2 right now.
So good.
Mm-hmm.
So on the satisfactory scale, 1 to 10.
Oh,
we all want to know. Yeah.
Oh,
from
10.
Trig.
An
10.
11.
An 11. All right. Best orgasm you've ever had.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Good to know.
Clearly, he's radiating porno magic.
Sex magic. Yeah. Oh God. Okay. Next up, Theo.
Hello. I'm Domestic Dan. I play Dr. Theo Ransom here. And I summoned Jim. You're all welcome. Wasn't expecting that outcome, so even more so, you're welcome.
We got a reveal out of it.
Yeah, yes we did. I cooking streamer, variety caster, all that fun. Probably gonna do more gardening this weekend, tending the ish. Tonight I was going to cook, but I've got some other stuff going on, and then we'll see what happens afterward, but this should be a stream tonight. So thanks for watching Nocturne, and you can also catch me on Fridays. That's another thing I do.
That's right.
With PD.
Halcyon Unbound. We're both on
close
that.
to the end.
But all of our shows are ending. CK.
Sup? How's it going? My name's Classy Katie. I go by CK because there's some Classies and there's some Katies. I fell right in the middle. You can find me over on twitch.tv/ClasskyKatie. I played Emma for you today. What a joy. I think Emma's going to be very, very apprehensive about talking to things now.
Yeah. I think you are playing the hardest character right now, because you had to forget everything and be like a new you that has experienced zero, and that's all of this is pretty fucking shocking. Yeah.
It is, especially since we rolled so nicely and I didn't mind that everyone was becoming giant monsters outside. I was just like,
somehow you're like,
what a night.
Then.
It's the Ambien.
Yep.
But yeah, I play a lot of MMOs and stuff. You guys can hang out anytime. This is the only show I'm on here on Tablestory, but did you guys know Tablestory has shows every day of the week? If you didn't know that, if you guys are like, oh my God, I super miss Nocturne, it's only on Wednesdays. Guess what? On Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, there's other shows. And you
Not
guys
on Saturday or Sunday, but
well, we may or may not be in rotation. Who knows? I know nothing. I'm here every Wednesday at 5 p.m. EST though, and you should come hang out.
Oh my God, I love it. Zeke.
Yo.
Our pornomancer.
Yeah.
Yay.
First of all, I want to thank all of you guys for coming out and watching. I'm really proud of this show, and I'm really proud of the cast that we put together, and how it's just so weird and wacky and wonderful every fucking week. I look forward to this, and I'm glad you guys are joining us for the ride. Glad so many of you are so passionate about it. I love all the conversations, all the fan art, all the music that comes out of this. It's been an amazing experience. But mostly thank you to the cast and PB for GMing such a wonderful thing. My name is Ezekiel III. You can find me at or / Ezekiel_III on Trick. Whoa. On Twitch.
You're in it now.
Twitter and YouTube. Let's see. Find me. If you want to catch me, I'll be live tomorrow at noon Pacific, continuing my way through Sekiro.
Yes.
Yeah.
Love it. Thank you guys for watching. I'm Pumpkinberry. I've been your narrator today, or the GM of Mood. Much love to all of you. Seriously, Nocturnals are the best. The best. Need I remind you about the badass fan-made trailer that we watched at the beginning of the stream today? What the? It was so good.
Dope.
Yeah.
So incredible.
So good. And those of you listening to the podcast version of the show, you gotta Google that shit right now, or go to our Twitter because we're gonna tweet it out and go look at it because it's amazing.
Here.
Yeah, Super Mega is here
right now. Yes,
oh,
Super
it's
Mega.
so good. Super. So good. Play it again? Maybe.
Shit.
At the very end. At the very end. If you guys stay through the finishing song, I'll play it again. But yeah, thank you so much for all of your support. It means the world to us. All of the fan art, the music you guys have been submitting. We see all of that. Thank you so much. And thank you, Zeke, Dan, and both Katie's for being such amazing role players today. Thank you. Once again, guys, if you don't follow these people, please do that. Follows are free. And if you have a Twitch Prime and you haven't used it yet, please consider using it on one of these fabulous people. I love them with all my heart. They're great. Please do it. And if you'd like to support Tablestory and what we do, one of the best ways you can do that is take a peek at our Patreon. We've got character sheets, adventures for you and your table. You can make NPCs for your favorite show, including this one. So head on over, do that. And in the meantime, follow our Twitter for updates and join in our Discord so you can hang out with us and share your juicy theories, because believe me, we want to hear it. And we'll see you next week. Welcome to the darkness, friends.